What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, chat? Hope everyone's doing good. Excited for episode 6. Already on episode 6, huh? Crazy. It went quick. It went fast. Appreciate everyone in the chat. J Key, thank you for the sub. Saw that earlier. Appreciate you, brother. Bugsy, I see you in here as one of the first, as always, my guy. Appreciate you. Guys, we have a good episode today. Gonna be a fun one. If you guys haven't seen on social media, so we're gonna be having Dayfri on as well as Malik and Crush. And we are going to be talking about some untold stories throughout the 2K League. So some of those stories you guys might have heard of, why the league was going on, some of the stuff that never fully got out, some funny things, some controversial things. We're going to talk about all of our experiences throughout today to give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes, behind the curtain type vibe today. So feel free to ask questions in chat today. Ask people, whatever. If there's certain topics throughout the league that you wanted to have a little bit more clarity on, if it's not too, rated R, we'll speak on it a little bit. I don't want to put people out too much if it's something that is, let's say crosses the line. So let's just keep that in mind. But I want to have you guys interacted. So please, feel free to ask questions in the chat when we bring all these guys in. Like I told these guys and I've told you guys this from episode 1 as well. Like the style I want for the podcast is very casual, barbershop talk, talking shit with the guys, not interview style, not formal, not, I don't care if guys are cursing. I don't care if we're talking about, whatever, as long as it stays within my morals and it doesn't cross TOS on Twitch, I'm all for it. So feel free to ask certain things. I'll do my best to try to hit on every topic as much as possible. Obviously there's a lot of different things. Wow, lights out. Wait, no way, that's lights out from Halo, my guy lights out. K Money, what's good everyone? So again, guys, just feel free, be interactive today. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm in the threes tourney. Fucking love it. Speaking of threes tourney, let's touch on it real quick. If you guys missed last week, we talked about the threes tournament. Super excited for this. As you guys know, I absolutely love doing tournaments. I'm so excited to be able to give you guys consistent tournaments throughout the year this year. We partnered up with, we'll talk about that, J.K. We're actually going to have a Halo episode where I bring on some of the biggest Halo players of all time. Sean, what's up? So again, super excited about the tournament stuff we have planned this year. I've been limited in the past what I did with some of the tournaments, so super excited to give you guys just a full year of exciting tournaments. If you guys missed last week, I'll touch on some of the stuff we talked about. So first tournament of the year going to be October 18th to the 20th, like you guys see here. We opened up registration on the 20th, so it's been open now for the 24th, so it's been open for 4 days. The early bird registration window is closing on the 27th, okay? So if you guys haven't gotten your teams registered already, I encourage you to try to do that before the 27th to get that early bird registration window, which is only $30. If you miss that window, you then go into the general registration window, which you guys can see is $45. That will end on October 11th. If you miss both of those windows, you're going to then be in the last call window. The last call window is going to be $60 entry fee. So do yourself a favor, try to save yourself some money, get your team together. We try to incentivize you guys to get teams together, get registered early. So we're not having to do everything last minute. So make sure you guys are getting your teams, getting registered. If you guys don't know how to register, you guys go to my Twitter. It's the pinned tweet. So go to the pinned tweet. There should be a link that you can click on. Follow that link, follow the steps, fill out all the information. Get your team registered. Make sure you guys are competing October 18th to the 20th. It's going to be a fun one. Me, Mar, everyone that's involved. Shout out to Hoff for partnering with us and helping us throughout the year with these tournaments. We're going to try to make not only the playing experience, but the visual viewing experience top of the line for you guys every tournament that we do. So, again, speaking on it a little bit, if you guys missed it, the way the tournament's going to work throughout the year, this is excluding the first tournament. The first tournament is just going to be a kickoff tournament. So moving into season 2, when we start off the 3 tournaments per season, each tournament is going to have points assigned to it. So based on where you place in the tournament, you will acquire points individually. Okay. Whatever the top 16 teams are after the first 2 tournaments in points will then be invited to the third and final tournament of the season to compete for the biggest prize, biggest tournament, of the season. And we'll do that. We'll repeat that every season of 2K. So I don't know how many seasons they have, 9 or whatever. You'll basically have these opportunities every single season of 2K. So it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot to do. Like I said, what you guys see for the rules now may vary. This is a kickoff tournament, so we're gonna kick off with these rules and see how we feel about it. We may make adjustments. Shifty, my boy, what's up? We may make adjustments after this tournament. So if there's certain things you guys see on here, you're like, oh, bro, that shit's ass. Change it. Like, this is what we're gonna run for the first tournament. We're gonna see what works, what we like, what we don't like. We'll then make adjustments moving into the kickoff of first tournament. So make sure you guys just understand that. It should be fun. It should be exciting. I think the point system will be cool. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to the tournament. We're still working out all the details for you guys. We will have an episode prior to the tournament where we do like bracket reveal. We're gonna do like a power rankings, all that type of stuff. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very interactive. We are also talking about implementing something new this year where we have actual where if you guys have played in my tournaments before, you guys know that we do featured games each round. So if you're a featured game, obviously that just means you're one of the more premier matchups of that round. So we're thinking about turning those feature games into money games. So basically we'll have money attached to every featured game outside of the actual pot as well. So it gives you guys a little bit more incentive to win extra money as you climb throughout the tournament. We're still working out details. If anyone also is interested in being a sponsor of the tournament, we're obviously looking for as many sponsors as possible to help thicken the pot as much as possible. So feel free to reach out to me and we could talk more details on that. And if you guys are interested, so that's it on the tournament. Like I said, guys, it's going to be a fun one. We're always trying to do our best to raise the bar for you guys, give you guys stuff to be excited about, change it up, just keep the community engaged and, not only like give you guys something to participate in, but stream and like build content around and compete for money. And so, we're an open book, man. Like, feel free to send us feedback. Feel free to send us ideas. Feel free to, we're open to all that type of stuff. So please, like, feel free to DM me about stuff or, we're going to have a tournament Discord that's going to be opening up soon. So I'll be in there answering questions. So feel free to leave messages in there, questions, feedback, whatever the case may be. So we want to try to make this as well as possible. So right now we're starting off with threes, but for you guys that aren't threes players, like I am extremely interested in broadening that and doing twos. And I mean, I would love to even maybe get involved in 5v5. I know that space is pretty taken care of, but I like trickling in a little stuff here and there. So I know in the past we've done like 5v5 clan tournaments and stuff like that. I don't know how much of like the clan scene I'll implement anymore, just because I don't know how much of that scene is alive. But again, like we're always trying to do more, trying to make it exciting for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy it. Again, make sure you guys go register. Pin tweet on my Twitter. Click the link, go register, get in that early bird window. It's closing on the 27th. All right. So make sure you guys get in there. All right. So real quick before we jump in, we have a new partner that's a part of our podcast. So want to give them a huge shout out. Shout out to Gamer Saloon, our official tournament partner. If you want real cash prizes playing 2K and a bunch of other games, Gamer Saloon is a spot. These guys have been around since 2006 and have submitted themselves as a legitimate spot for 2K tournaments and wagers. They've awarded more than $110 million since they've launched. Gamer Saloon just announced a completely free weekly tournament series with tournaments launching every single Monday. So if you guys are interested, Gamer Saloon in the chat to have a link to go sign up on Gamer Saloon using our code. So guys, go check them out. Shout out to Gamer Saloon. I've worked with them in the past a ton. Top of the line. So excited to be working with them in the podcast. Excited for you guys to get in there, play some money games. It should be very interesting, very fun time. So if you guys are interested in that type of stuff, please go check them out. Again, Gamer Saloon in the chat for the link. It will take you over there. You guys can sign up using our code. Easy peasy. It's not only 2K, like I said, a bunch of other games. Like I said, they've given out $110 million since they've launched, and they're doing tournaments every single week. So if you guys are interested in that type of stuff, competitive play, I know I am. Hop over there, click our link, go sign up. It helps us out. It helps them out. So yeah, go check them out. Shout out to Gamer Saloon. All right, guys. So we are going to bring up the guests here in about 2-3 minutes. Like I said, guys, this episode 6, we're talking about some untold stories throughout the 2K League. We'll touch on a few other things prior to getting into that. There's some things I want to talk about that's kind of just been hot topics. So just to give you guys a rundown, like I want to start off. We're going to talk about skill-based matchmaking in 2K. I want to get their feedback on that, see what they think about that. We'll talk to them a little bit about also like what they think about 2K25 so far, the competitive scene. All right, we may touch on the league, just see how they've been doing since the league's been over, and then we'll jump into some of the untold stories. We'll get into a little bit of the nitty gritty. FSU finally won. Yes, man. Listen, it only takes one, Bugsy. You feel me? It only takes one. We're going fucking 9-3, baby. We're winning 9 straight. 9 straight. We're taking down SMU this weekend. We're beating Clemson at home. We're fucking running them off, baby. DJU, let's get it. Steph Styles was good, bro. So Crush is already here. So let's bring in Crush. We'll chat with Crush for a little bit before waiting on Malik and Dayfri. So we'll bring my guy Raph in. Raph,
what's going on, my boy?
What up? What up? What up? How's life been?
Chill. Just got back home early August. I was in Canada for a month after the season was over, just based off how the Raptors work. They have the housing there a little later than usual. But life's been good, just trying to get things in order. I feel like most people are, now that the league is, kind of going in a different direction. So, just taking it day by day. But more of the story is, life's good, family's good, I'm healthy,
good,
and I can't be mad. So,
yeah, love that. Well, like I was telling the chat, like want to talk to you guys, and like I told you guys, like this is super like informal, like me just kicking it with you guys. Imagine us like fucking, we're just how we used to talk at the studio, you know what I mean? Like I think a lot of times, like especially us in the league, there's been a lot of stories that we may have not have been able to touch on just based on our contractual obligations, and I think a lot of people hear different things and want to know a little bit more behind the scenes. So we'll touch on more of those stories throughout this episode when we get Dayfri on and Malik on as well. But since I have you now, like want to talk to you quickly, like one, how was Toronto? Like I know, I've heard great things about Toronto. When I made that player to want to work for like an organization, Toronto was one of those places where I was like, they just match with me like on what they do. I think they do everything to like a T. They do things perfect when it comes to like content. Just the way they moved, I thought was A1. So talk to me a little bit about Toronto. Like, how'd you like Toronto? How was the org? How was the lifestyle in Toronto? Talk to me about all that.
Yeah, so I could go with just the organization first. I've been in the league since season 3, and I never knew, like, it's one of those situations where you have to like be here to understand how good of an organization the Raptors are. Like, I was on the Kings, I was on Gen G. I never really like paid attention to what other teams were doing. I did see the series back in season 3 when the Raptors was whipping our ass, the Kings, and they had like like a storyline, and they just had a video crew, and I was just at that point I was just happy to be in the league. I seen what they were doing, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was focused on my own team, focused on my own thing. But when I stepped foot here and seen all the things that they like did for the players and just did just for the Raptors in general, I was like, whoa, like this is a different this is a different ball game. Like to the point where I'm not even only playing for myself anymore. I'm playing for the organization and for everything that they do for us. So organization is great. I wish everybody in the league could have an organization like this so they can understand like this is how players are supposed to be treated. You know what I'm saying? We have game day meals. Most teams get invited to basketball games, but like game day meals, just we get invited to concerts. They just do so much for us. We got the most sponsorships in the league. So Red Bull, you got Prime, you got Smart Water, all different types of advertisements and sponsorships. So I wish everybody get that experience. But Toronto, summer in Toronto, I'm telling you,
it's lit.
One of the best, bro. One of the best places. I swear to God, on everything I love, one of the best places I've ever been in my life. From just going outside to seeing women, like just partying, like just anything in general, like. The money there, the conversion of the USD to CAD it's just crazy, bro. Like if I could, if I in the league, I would go back.
I heard Toronto, like, so my buddy that I grew up with, he played baseball for the Blue Jays. And he would always send me messages like, yo, bro, you got to come to Toronto. You got to come to Toronto. Toronto's lit. Like, come visit, come to Toronto. I'm like, yeah. You know, Toronto, like, it's cool and all. Like, maybe I'll check it out. And then as I got older, I started to have more of my friends and people, and even people in the league started going. And I was like, damn, bro, like Toronto just seems lit. Like summertime, like people are on rooftops on the pool and shit. People are out. Like the weather seems great. Like it definitely seems like a vibe. Like I don't know if I'd go anywhere else in Toronto, but or in Canada, but like Toronto seems like it's definitely a spot that I gotta check off on my list. And like one thing I'll say about your org that I just loved about him was how much they implemented you guys throughout the city. Like I loved it. If we think we'd maybe be having a different story here about about the league. But one thing that stuck with me that I noticed is like when they had Seam that like that little 3v3 basketball thing that they did. I thought that was super dope. Like I thought that was super cool. Obviously, like when it comes to the little series they do, that's top notch. Like I think that is that we've always talked about that, right? Like the behind the scenes, the like just what teams go through before games, after games. Like Toronto did a good job of telling that story with you guys, which I always loved. And then on top of that, I loved how you guys had ties with like Toronto Ultra and like different stuff going on like in Toronto as well. Like I feel like Toronto, the Raptors definitely saw the bigger picture and they did their best to like explore avenues in just every different possible way, which I loved about that. So like obviously I had a good relationship with Shane before he obviously went on to do his thing with AMP, and like that is a place that I think like if the league ever, or if it comes back, or whoever comes back, or whatever teams are involved, I think every team needs to take a page out of Toronto's book, because again, from top to bottom, from content to facilities to, I even loved how like they implemented so much of like the employees being involved in like watch parties, or like even like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like did they not have like some of the employees be actually like at your guys' facility like when you're playing in games?
Yeah, no, every game. I'm talking from
I love that.
3v3 to 5v5, like just random employees just coming in. It
I
is
love
like,
that.
you got somebody just watching on the side of the couch. Like I had brought my friends over for a weekend and
Love
they had
that.
came to the game. Like this is just like people just supporting. So it's like from top to bottom, like you said, everybody's just, I feel like I'm in the NBA, but virtually, like actually in the NBA, but virtually.
Yeah. No, I love that.
But yeah,
I love that. I think you guys
like,
again kill it. So I love
and we
that.
have we have NBA players that actually love playing 2K. So
Yep.
imagine one day you just
Scotty
walk in early
Barnes.
into practice. No, literally, like walk into a practice 1 hour early. You just see Scotty just playing on one of our monitors. I mean, obviously he's doing content. He's just not just chilling.
Right,
But,
right.
like he's just sitting there. He's just chilling. He's like, yo, what's up? Like just random NBA players just hanging out and just cooling.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's fire. That's fire. I love that. Like Scotty grew up in my hometown, so I played ball with Scotty when he was in middle school, and to see him now like with the Raptors, and I know how much he loves 2K. Like to see you guys tie him into things and do things with him again. Like I think it's A1, and more
Fun
teams
fact.
should have what?
Fun fact. Since Nick is in the chat, he beat Nick in 2K. No, all serious.
He's not asked though. He's not asked.
No. You know how some players, like some NBA players, you let them win, or they
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
bad. No,
He can actually
played him
play
in
the game.
3v3. No, he played him in 3v3. You know how you play 1-on-1s in the 3v3 court and beat him. So just a fun fact for everybody in the chat. Nick definitely lost.
There's a reason though. Like there's a reason though. Like Nick's a coach too. Like you know what I mean. Like as long as he didn't beat any of the players, like there's a reason Nick's a coach. So I think Dayfri's here is also Marv. Feel free, you can pull Dayfri up, and we'll kind of bring him into the conversation. Bubba,
the big Bubba.
Yo, you hear me good?
Yes, sir. Yeah. You can hear us.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I can hear you good.
Cool. All right, fire. So talking to Raph real quick, just about life, bro. Just kind of giving everyone an update on what's everyone doing since the news and the change. So like we'll jump right to you, man. Like I know you've been doing your thing with the food truck and everything, but like just update everyone. Like how's life been since the news of the league, and how's everything with you going?
Shit, it's been hectic, man. It's been different. Like I didn't think anybody was ready for drastic change, I guess. because even like I felt like I was prepared probably more than most people because I had stuff lined up. But you know, my
Yep.
dad had surgery on his neck 2, 3, 4 weeks ago now, I think. So like, you know, the food truck stuff gets put on hold for a little bit, and it's like, you know, you just never can account for stuff. It's just life. But obviously, we
Yep.
still have it going. We're still doing that. I got back into playing baseball again, so I'm in a men's league. So I've been
Love
doing
it.
that,
Hey,
getting
hey,
back into
listen, I'm
that.
doing a men's league. I'm doing a men's league in basketball right now. So I
Yeah, I
love it,
mean,
bro.
dude, trust me, it's just like I needed something competitive back in my life, and it was nice
Yep.
not to like load up 2K anymore and not feel like obligated to be like super good at the game anymore, and like feel like I have to
Yep.
put in 12 to 14 hours a day and like OD it. So it's been nice, obviously spending more time with Ashley and you know trying to figure out what we're gonna
Yes,
do, you know,
sir.
these next steps in our life. So yeah, dude, it's been fun, dude. Obviously, it's a little different, not a
Yeah.
I guess accounted for, but it's fun.
Yeah. You know, one thing last episode or the episode before that one, we had BD on and we talked a little about the league. And like one thing I can say, and you know, me and Ryan, we talked about it a little bit. And Raph, I'm sure you probably feel the same way here. But like I know me and Ryan, at least, like I got 7 fucking great years out of this shit. Like, yeah, it sucks. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and I don't think like when you start, you don't ever expect it to end the way it ended. And like a lot of you guys that aren't a part of the league, you don't really understand like how much sacrifice goes into it. Like, sure, a lot of you guys say, well, you're just playing the game and like you're making money playing the game, but like it's tough being away from family for 6 months, right? It's like, you know, Raph and Dayfri didn't have to worry about this, but like it ain't easy going back in the draft. It ain't easy like
Yeah,
showing that you're good enough to get drafted again. I did that shit 3 out of 4 years, right? Like you got to reinvent yourself. You got to prove yourself, right? Like it's not there's a lot of politics involved like when you go to certain teams and like you know myself especially like I came in and I was the content guy. So every team I went to wanted me to do all this content and do all this stuff for partners and you give these teams everything you got and then in 6 months it can just on to the next, right? Like that's not easy.
yeah.
So like I got 7 great years out of it, I'll say. The people I got to meet, the places I got to travel, all that shit. So like, yeah, it sucks like that it changed and it's going the way it's going. And I think for all of us, it's more of like the way it went down and how drastic it happened and how quick it happened. I think that was the hardest part. And for me, I'll say like being on the other side towards the end on the employee side, like kind of being left in the dark and not being able to like tell a lot of my friends that I grew up in this league with what was going on. That was to me the hardest part. Everyone was in the dark so much about it, and like even myself to not be able to tell people like what's going on, what's the next steps. You know, we see some of these coaches that we know forever that like they were just let go. I mean, it's the reality of it. Unfortunately, like it sucks. I was let go. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like I think that was the hardest part. And you know, shout out to BD because I think we were blessed to have a guy like BD in the beginning and like the personality he had and how he connected with us and the relationships we built with him and just how transparent he was. And then to now with Andrew and like again, no knock on Andrew, I don't know him enough, but like it was a complete 180 almost when it came to like the transparency part. So I think that was the hardest part for everyone. But I think I speak for all of us here when I say like we had a great a great time and like we met some great people and we got to do some awesome things. Like Raf, you went to Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah, I was
Like
one of the first
how was that?
groups that. I mean, Abu Dhabi was crazy. When they first asked me, I got a text from Anmol or Chaching, as many people may know. He was like, "Do you want to go to Abu Dhabi for the Activision?" I was like, "Yeah, like count me in." I was me, Justin, or just awkward Bear, and I forgot the others, but it was amazing. One thing I will say about the UAE is that it's very strict. That's what we had to get used
Yeah.
to. Like it was a reminder every day, like you can't do this and you can't do that because if they take you, we're not coming back to get you. So
Well, listen.
um,
That's funny because when I was at the league, and I remember Amul sat right in front of me, and he'd be like, "Yo, Tox, who should we send to Abu Dhabi?" And I was like, "Well, I'll give you some names." And I won't say certain names, but I gave him certain names. He's like, "Hey, no way, I'm sending him to Abu Dhabi, bro. Like, he won't make it back." And I was like, "Oh, so we need some straight edge people." And he was even telling me like you guys had to go through like a whole rundown of like what you can do, what you can't do, like security things, like need to be in the rooms by a certain time. Like they were pretty,
yeah,
but that was also during a time where like I think the Brittany Griner stuff was going on, so like
yeah,
it was kind of like
it was more so just
a
to
tough
keep us
time.
safe. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was more so just to keep us safe. But like I said, it was when we landed, because it was like a 12-hour flight. When we landed, I'm just looking around. I'm like, yo, I've never been outside the country before, like ever.
Crazy.
And then just to be outside the country for a video game, that's when you kind of like just settle in. Like you waking up,
Yeah.
you seeing palm trees, the ocean is blue, or the water is blue.
Crazy,
And
man.
me and Justin awkward. We just eating fruits, just walking across the boardwalk. Like, yo, this is crazy.
Just living
like,
life.
We're really in a whole country because we play video games. So
Right.
That was
Yeah.
cool. We got to meet some NBA players. We got to meet Tony Parker. We got to meet actors.
Fire.
The whole experience was crazy. Comic-Con in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where it goes back to, like, we can't complain about much, man. Like, we got to do some cool shit and we made some good money. Like, fucking Ryan wins what, 2 championships or fucking, you know what I mean? Like the experiences, 3 finals. Like, yeah, man. Like, you can't complain about everything. We'll see what this new look, what this league looks like in the future. But for at least our iteration, like, I had a great time. I know you guys had a great time. We made some good money and we had fun. Rel, appreciate the raid. All right, so we're waiting on Leak. He's obviously fashionably late, which is no surprise. But to talk to you guys real quick, and okay, Leak just joined, so just feel free to bring him in, Mar. And guys, don't feel like it doesn't have to be like interview type style. Like, if I bring up a topic, like, feel free to like run off each other. Like, it doesn't got to be like Dayfri, what do you think? Crush, like, just feel free, open conversation here. Leak, what's good? So Leak, we'll run to you real quick because we already talked to Ryan, we already talked to Raph about it. Like, just update everyone in the chat. Like, how's life been since the news of the league? I know you did. I know you were doing a little bit of like
life.
You were going, hey, like. So update everyone.
Can I hear me?
Is Leak frozen? I hear you. Talk.
I think it's skipping a little bit.
Yeah, you're good for me, Leak.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So give me the life update, Leak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
bro. Life stinks, bro. I miss my job, bro. Like, where's my job? Like, bro, y'all not about to sit here and tell, like, everybody gonna get his all, we all trying to figure, nah, bro, life suck, twin. Where's my job at? I ain't even gonna lie. Like, what is they playing with all this shit? Like, real shit. Like, I'm just being honest. The league's supposed to be coming back next year. GTA 6 come out next year. Ain't nobody about to watch this shit, bro. They about to be on GTA. Why is we taking a gap year right now? And look, this is what everybody needs.
I mean, but most. I think I also think, Leak, I think you have the wrong mindset though. Like the league, like, you're saying it's coming back, but it's not coming back. Like, it's coming back, but like, it's not coming back. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, listen to this. He talking about he got a food truck with his dad. His dad just got neck surgery. Motherfuckers needed the most right now. You talking about no leave? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, is you serious? Like, come on, gang. So, no, life stinks, bro.
Listen,
I'm gonna be real, but I'm in the middle of starting a business, so it's cool. At least I got a house out of it. So I got something to show for it. But at the end of the day, I'm not even about to sit here and act like it's all peaches and cream, because it's really not, bro. Working anything other than what we was working, like we just talked about this talk the other day, like, yeah, that's the sweetest job you can have, bro. Like, doing something that you really enjoy doing. So to not have it is just troll, bro. And then anything outside of that, you waking up working a real job, doing some shit you really don't want to do.
Yeah, and like, to go off of that too, like, I also feel like the league, when you go to like a new job, right, you go into a new interview, like, the league experience, that really don't give you nothing, like actual skills in real life, if that makes sense. No. If I want to go be a bartender, bro, I got to go be a server for 2 years, right? If I want to go, do whatever, I want to be an electrician, I got to go to training for a year, like, and I'm 27, bro, so it's like I don't really got time to sit around and be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go learn how to be an electrician, or I'm gonna go do this. So it's like, it's one of those. That's the only thing I say that sucks. Obviously, hella connections, hella people that, like, everybody on this podcast right now. Like, I got love for all y'all, dude. I'm glad I met y'all. It just sucks for that part of your life. Like, when you're trying to transition to something new, and it's like you got to start from square one, and it's like it's different, bro. It's like the streaming and shit's cool, but if your brand's not, popping right away, you're not gonna make good money right away. And especially like
Yeah.
you say you got a house, you gotta pay that fucking mortgage, and it's like that shit costs money, bro. It's like same shit with the food truck. It's like we still
Hey,
pay on that
listen,
fucking
man.
food truck. It's like, that
I'm,
shit costs
bruh,
money.
listen, Ryan. I'm still paying rent from New York, man. I'm back in Florida. I'm still
That's
paying
what
my
I'm
fucking rent
saying,
from New
bro.
York, bro. That shit is no joke. So like, you are right, and I do feel bad for some of like the younger guys who got in, and like it was their first year, like a guy like a Benzo, right, and like some of those guys who like didn't really get to experience what the league could maybe have become for them and what they could have. Like think about what we knew in season 1, Ryan, and like into where we were season 5, like mentally, just like expectations,
Yep.
mentally, the way you approach the league, the way you approach your day to day, like it's a complete 180, and that goes for both, like everyone in here. Like your first day in the league compared to like your last season in the league. I mean, it's a whole complete 180 of expectations and how you approach it. I think for me, what helped me a little bit was like I was older when I got into league. So like my first year, I think I was 25. So like I knew going in, like I had to make this a springboard opportunity that like I couldn't play forever. And sure, like maybe I could have like milked like season 5 and season 6 or whatever, but I knew like, yo, let me just get out from playing. One, like the game was already driving me crazy, which I'm sure it drove all you guys crazy. But like you said, like your day-to-day job as a player, you don't get to build those skills that you can take to something else unless you're like actively trying to do that yourself. If you're going out and talking to people, if you're doing stuff with partners with your team, if you're working on content stuff or whatever the case may be, if you're not actually building that stuff yourself while you're in the league, you're literally just a gamer. And that gamer shit is cool and all, but you ain't making. I'm sure. I don't know how many of you guys follow CDL, but we ain't making CDL salaries, brother. Like,
that's a fact.
you know what I mean? Them CDL salaries, I heard were going 500K and up. They just did a pay cut, and that shit's still fucking way more than what we were touching.
It's still,
So,
trust me,
no,
we met all
facts.
those guys, bro. Them dudes pulled up to the Mavs game, bro. I'm like, it's a different type of money when they walk in. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, they're
different type of money.
It's just different, man. Yeah, man, it's just
different
crazy.
type of money.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Different.
I don't agree with. I think if you're younger in the league, kind of like just went a different direction. I think that's a blessing in my eyes.
I do
like
too.
for Benzo,
Yeah.
for somebody like
No, y'all got saved.
Like, yeah, that's
Dead
what I'm
ass,
saying.
though.
So like he can really just bounce back and go straight into college.
Yeah.
Somebody like me, I'm a late bloomer in the league. I came in season 3. I'm 26 years old. About to be 27. So we pushing up there. Like we
I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it one time. I turned 33 this year, fellas. 33.
Damn.
All right,
Hey,
but listen,
listen, halfway to 70, damn near. Goddamn.
Okay, listen, but I look good. I feel good.
Hold on.
I'm in the gym every day.
He's in.
All right.
No, 33
Go ahead,
is
Crush.
heavy. Past 30 is nasty, but like I said, I came in late, so like before the league, I kind of had like a little plan that I was going through. Like I was going to school for health science, and that was my plan. I was like, do I really want to do health science, or do I just want to like just jump straight into the 2K league? Maybe could go crazy. So I went from having a normal lifestyle to just being, good at a game and getting paid for it. And then right now, I'm just like kind of like what Dayfri was saying, like going back to square one, still being in the medical field or health field, but it's something that I'm familiar with. So I'm not really scrambling, but it's still like, all right, now I got to go back to like 4 years and really go back to a normal lifestyle. So
let me say this though, and like, listen, I think all of us here, and like this is why I respect some of you guys so much, is because certain guys in the league, and we all know this here, like some guys are just cut by a different cloth, and it just is what it is. Like it's just that's your DNA, right? Like that's how I am, and I think that's why I relate to guys like Raph, and I relate to guys like Ryan and Malik, because like we kind of have that same mindset. Like we're go getters. Like we're gonna no matter what happens, we're gonna be good. Like we're gonna make shit work. And so what I'll say is like, for you guys and like Raph, like you mentioned, like the 4 years, and now you're trying to go back to square one. Like what you got to do is something you'll never be able to get to do again in your life, right? Like, so to take the opportunity is something like you would have looked back and regretted not taking the opportunity, regardless of the outcome, right? Like, so always remember that. And then 2, like, bro, you're still young. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but you're still so young. And like, I always, like, I talked to my parents about this even when I was in the league. I'm like, and it's just, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Like, nothing is ever enough for me, right? If I make 100K, how do I make 500? I know when I make 500, how do I make 1 million? When I make 1 million, it's gonna be how do I make 10 million? It's like that's just how my brain it operates. So like remember for your age, and hopefully like you guys put away some money and like you did the right things. Like you would listen. I know a lot of guys who didn't do the 401k shit. Hopefully you guys did all that type of shit. You're way ahead of the game at your age. For most kids at your age, you know what I mean? A lot of kids are in debt. A lot of kids are paying for school and still get out of school, still don't know what they want to do, right? So like, remember, like what you got to do was very unique. And no matter what any of y'all do here, like everyone's going to be straight because I've seen you guys not only in the league, but outside the league and how you operate. It's all about the mentality. So like everyone here is going to be good. And you guys know on the game, off the game, you got me for advice. You got me in your corner. So regardless, like shit is always going to work out for all of us. But like let's jump into some of the talks real quick. I wanted to touch on before we got into some of the stories of the league. How do you guys feel about 2K25 in general? You know, it's been what, 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks now of the game. Special just feel free, you guys jump around. Everyone can just speak on it.
I think I like the game, bro. I think this would have been a pretty good league build, honestly. Like I feel like you seen all the content creators kind of coming back and playing the game a little bit this year, and they were saying they were gonna move the league up instead of like fucking canceling it. But they were saying that they were gonna move the league up. And I think that would have been really good for the league, especially this year. Because if you were gonna do it any year, it had to be this year. Because like I said, GTA come out next year, so it's just like that's gonna be the talk of everything, bro. That's literally that game's gonna literally break the internet. Like the world's gonna shut down when that shit comes out. So,
yeah,
to do it this year, I think would have been ideal for the league. I think that this league build's pretty good. You know, dribbling's way different, shooting's way different. The whole game, I feel like it's a total different 2K. It's probably the best 2K they dropped in a long time in terms of like being a different game. You know, most of the 2Ks we played, they were kind of the same. Like you could fucking shoot 1 million threes if you wanted to. Your play style really didn't have to change, but in this one, I feel like you could do. It's kind of balanced. It reminded me kind of like 2K16 almost a little bit.
Yeah, I fuck with the game, man, personally. I do like the game.
Oh yeah, go ahead. All right, Ryan.
No, you good. That's all I want to say. I like the game a lot. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't have the obligation to feel like I got to go play this shit. Like for
that also helps a lot.
Dude, I genuinely enjoy just waking up and making like, bro. I've made troll builds. I've made wreck builds, park builds.
Yeah.
I've actually just enjoyed just loading up the game. I play rank pro-am every day. Like I love it, dude. I genuinely enjoy it. That's what sucks, man. It's like the one game I feel like I actually the last 3 2Ks I did not like at all. But like it is what it is. You have to load them up. But like this one, I love it, dude. It is what it is, though.
For me personally, I've been having a lot of fun. I think this is the first time I haven't been committed to like playing like a pre-draft, because usually every year I'm trying to get as ASAP prepared for the league. Like I'm making a lock build, and I'm going straight into like tournaments. Overnights would have been a thing for me. Middays, I'm just trying. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be the best player, and now it's just like I actually get to just play rec with my friends. I actually get to play park with my friends and just kind of just chill and sit back and not have to worry about a series at 9 or 10 o'clock and, what's the game plan or certain things. So I'm enjoying it. And plus I'm a front court player. I haven't been a guard since 2K16. So the game is pretty easy for me. Steals, interceptor, intercepting across the court. So the game is fun if you just, casually playing. I'm still a comp player at heart. We all are. So the game is pretty easy. But just to sit back and chill and just play the game and make people mad is fun.
Yeah. I think people like, and we've been in it for so long now that like when your hobby becomes your job, it's hard to find that love for it. Like when you go away from playing for hundreds of thousands of dollars and it's your career. Like I agree with all you guys like wholeheartedly. Like it's so nice to turn on the game and like just go play and have fun. Like I don't got to worry about finding the best team and like scheduling matches and like all this shit. It's like, okay, I want to go play park and just fuck around. Like I can just go play park and fuck around. I want to go play rec and just fuck around. It's so nice now to just like play the game casually when I've been so competitive for so long in my life. Like you almost forget like what it's like to just load up with your boys from your hometown and just go have fun and just play and just be a gamer, right? Like you don't have to go be Dayfri. You don't have to go be Crush. You don't have to go be Malik. I don't got to go be toxic. Like, I just want to play the game. Like, I don't know. Like, I think for so long I was ingrained in that, like, I can't lose. I'm a pro gamer. I got to be the best and all this shit that, like, it drove me crazy for so long that it's like I just needed a release and, like, just to have fun again. So I think we can all agree on that. I do. Yeah, no, seriously, like 100%. So it's nice to just casually play the game. I do think on a casual level, the game is fun. I think on a competitive level, I don't know if I'd make it very long, just based on, like, some of the stuff I've seen. And I think a lot of this game also, we haven't been able to see, like, what it's going to look like fully at its competitive level, because, like, you know, people got to unlock whatever starter 4 and vet 2, and, like, once they start unlocking all this shit, it's going to unlock probably a whole different level of, like, what this game is actually going to look like. So I'm glad I don't got to worry about that too much. So last thing real quick about 2K25, then we'll jump into 2K League stories. I want to talk about this because it's been a hot topic, and I'm curious of your guys' opinion. What do you guys think about skill-based matchmaking? Is it good? Is it bad? What is just the overall thought process with skill-based matchmaking and all the noise that's going around with it in 2K25 right now?
I guess I'll go ahead, Malik.
Oh shit! I was just gonna say, I like it. I just don't think they did it like 100% correct. I think like the casual modes, like Park, shouldn't be skill-based matchmaking, but the skill-based matchmaking should have just stayed in the proving grounds. Everywhere else shouldn't be skill-based matchmaking. Like, there's no way I go play a event with my IRLs, bro, and I'm getting matched up against fucking greens and 2K League players. I'm playing Plu and Crizzy on 2 power forwards. Like, what am I? Like, what is this, bro? Like, I just think they just didn't do it right. I think they did it the lazy way and did it across all modes because that was just the easiest one button click that they could do and put it in the game. But they really didn't, like, go into detail in doing it like how they were supposed to.
Yeah, for me, just to put it out of a 2K perspective, I put it because I'm a competitive player. Anytime I load up the game, competitive play is what I want to get into. If I'm playing against bots all day, like, that's kind of boring. But just another way to look at it, if I load up Call of Duty and I go into a public match and I'm going against Stumpy and I'm going against, you know, all these professional players, and every time I spawn in, I'm dying 5 seconds later, I wouldn't want to deal with that. So I feel like they should not have skill-based matchmaking in Park or events, but, you know, Proving Grounds, that's what it's for. It's a rank system. If I want to go sweat against, you know, CDL players, I'll go load up ranked in Call of Duty. But I think, you know, that's how the skill-based matchmaking should be.
Yeah, man, dude. Only thing that I'm only complaining about it, the wait times are kind of crazy. I just feel like they should do it to where, like, if you're doing, like, even in the Proving Grounds and whatever, like, I like it. I just wish they, you know, if you don't get a game within the first, like, 5 minutes, it goes down to the next skill, you know, whatever the next rank is, and you do it like that so you get games faster, right? And I feel like, you know, a lot of us, we could sweat the game right now and we'd be the top rank in each game mode we want to play, right? And guess what? When I load up, I'm gonna play Malik, I'm gonna play Raph, I'm gonna play Splash, you know, whoever's in that, you know, all the kids that are sweats. But it's like, we're not all going to be on the game at the same time. I feel like that's the only problem I have with it. Like, I don't really care if it, you know, if I have to sweat in an event or whatever, that's cool, whatever. I wish the games would be faster. Like, I could just, like, load up, play. Like, that's the whole point. Like, because if you go to a league, you know, you play, like, Raph's point, like, you go to Call of Duty and play a league, like, you get a game, like, within the first 5 minutes.
Right away.
Quick. And it's like, I think that's the way to do it. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't have, like, I know a lot of people were, you know, complaining about it. At the same time, though, I kind of like being able to play, like, all the sweats, like the kids that think they're good at the game, because it's kind of fun to see, like, how people play. Because you'll run into some guys in rec, bro, and these kids, like, you know, they're probably old dudes, whatever, but, like, dude, they run a 5-out that's unbelievable. Like, every bill can fucking Jordan dunk and fade from the half court. And it's, like, insane, bro. Like, playing against these dudes, and it's like, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, these are the dudes on Twitter that be chatting too. You're like, oh, all right, bro, I get it. Like, I don't know why y'all think y'all good, but it's like, it's cool to, like, kind of see that for me anyway. But I mean, I'm kind of old, so I mean, it's a little different.
No, you listen, you're not lying, because I played the first day of the Basketball Gods event, and I had to take a 2 or 3 day break after that first day, because I was like, bro, this shit, these motherfuckers, I don't know what type of builds they're making. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I got dudes fading left and right. I got dudes hitting fucking rhythm shots in my grill. I got dudes snagging me from the free throw line when I got boxed out with fucking legend rebound chaser. I'm like, dude, then I heard a rumor, I don't know how true this is, but, like, supposedly there's a rumor where all your badges are maxed out in the events, like automatically. Like
that's a
all your
fact.
badges are automatically
That's
maxed out.
Yeah, that's why everybody's making 60 overalls.
I mean,
That's a
fuck
fact.
me, bro. That shit is I'm fighting demons every game, bro. Don't matter if I'm fucking playing Malik. It don't matter if I'm playing Billy Bob. It don't matter if I'm playing fucking Fana. It's like every fucking like. Bro, I was in this exact room playing 2K gods, and I told myself, all right, bro, I'm gonna play with greens. I'm gonna play with another sweat. So I'm gonna be in this motherfucker kick back, setting screens, grabbing rebounds. Like I'm gonna let greens do his thing. I had to fucking sit up and sweat my goddamn ass off every fucking game, bro, because it was just everyone could do everything. And like, so again, I don't mind it in events. I don't mind it in a ranked setting. That makes sense. If I want to sweat my ass off for a rank, okay, like that 100% makes sense. But one thing I used to love about the old 2Ks that got me addicted was just grind and rep. Like I generally used to love just like grind and rep and hitting the next level and unlocking the next thing and like being the highest rep. And it's like now everyone's in the theater right now doing that double rep shit. And that shit is no joke. It's a tox tourney in that bitch. It's a fucking tox tourney in that bitch, bro. Every fucking round, it's a tox tourney. And sure, okay, go make a 60 overall. Well, that shit's already, everyone's hip to that shit. So everyone and their mother is on a 60 overall with a fucking black card or bronze card. And it's just, I can get real. So I think like Malik said, it almost feels like they took the easy way out and they did it just across the board when it could be optimized a little bit better. Because it's just at some point, like, I don't want to have to go make a new fucking player and have a bronze card to play shitters. Like sometimes I want to play with my boy from the gym who sucks. And like, I don't want to have to play a fucking Dayfri and Nudini. Like I don't like, I don't want to have to do that. So, it doesn't surprise me because 2K does this to us every year, right? They give us a good thing and they fuck it up. Or they give us a good thing and they don't optimize it the way that we think they should optimize it. So, whatever. I won't give them too much shit because I do think they've added some nice things to the game. I like Proving Grounds. I think it could be better. Agreed with Ryan on like the wait times. I think as a game, like you have to optimize the wait times. Like no one wants to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes for a game, bro. Like we don't got time for that shit. No one wants to wait for that. Like you said, you get on COD, bro. I could sit there and search COD with Raph all day and play game all day long. Like that's how it should be. So, they could optimize that more, but can't complain too much.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Do you think some of these people that you run into wreck in park is real? Like, do you think? I had a conversation with my friend the other day.
Bro, what?
I had a
listen, just hear me out. Like super good mods?
Listen, hear me out, bro. I've done played some of the best players I've ever played in my life on 2K25, bro. And I had a conversation with two of my friends last week. I'm like, yo, do you think, and they be have some crazy names too, some crazy gamer tags.
They do.
Do you think that 2K implemented high level AIs into the game? Because some of the moves that these Malik, listen to me though, bro. Malik,
no,
Malik.
Hey, listen, I'm kind of on your train, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Malik, I kind of on.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna start.
I'm kind of on
Malik
that
for you. I'm gonna start recording clips. I'm gonna start recording clips for you, because I don't think you played against the people I played against.
Bro, listen. I mean, let me say this, Malik, and I don't think you're far off, Crush, because listen, a game like 2K, if the player base dies down, how do you combat that? Right? Like you add in these artificial players that we think are real. I mean, think about other games. They've done it. Fortnite did it.
Fortnite?
Warzone's done it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. You looking at
the
camera like I'm on drugs or something, bro. Like,
bro,
I
so you don't think 2K would have said they did that?
Hear me out. I seen a clip. Listen, follow Draco. Listen, if you follow Draco, I seen a clip, bro. The AI caught the ball the person or AI caught the ball in the corner, did a misdirection, hop back, a rhythm shot fade, bro. That's not real. Nobody's doing it.
Catch.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. The only thing I'll say, bro, I played a dude the other day, and he's a real person. I used to play with him, and he was doing like Steph Curry step backs with a stick, bro, and greening them. Like
Insane.
He greened it heavy in my face, and I'm like, so I don't know. I think there could be. I'm not gonna like write you off completely, but I also I'm more on the side of they're probably a real person, bro. I just think some of this shit is
or they cheating, bro. They probably real and cheating, bro. It's a lot of cheaters on this shit now.
I can lie, Raph. I'm kind of on your train right now, bro. I'm kind of on the Raph train right now. I can't hear Raph.
Bro, you're muted. Crush.
Uh,
Now you're
Hello?
good.
Can
You're
you
good.
now?
You're good.
Can
I
you
just heard
now?
you. Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Can you please, for the sake of this conversation, before we leave, I sent a video to the chat. Is there any way you can pull it up on the screen right now?
Yeah, Mar's gonna pull it
I
up.
sent it. Mark, pull up the
Let's see
clip
this.
that I put in the chat, bro, and you tell me if that's a real person, bro. No way.
Listen,
That's
all-
bag work.
Malik, you're not even doing that. You didn't even tell me you doing
That's
that.
bad. No,
You're
I'm not
I've
doing
never
that.
seen
But
you
that's
do that
bad.
move.
I'm not
Let's see
saying
this
that's
clip.
something
We'll be
that
the
I
judge of this
wouldn't
clip.
do.
I've
That's
never
bag
seen
work,
you do
though.
Listen,
anything like that before.
what I'll say though is Crush is not far off because like I fully believe Warzone does that, and they don't say that they do that. But if you see some clips in Warzone, like bro, there's clips in Warzone of like dudes like running in circles and like bro, there's no way it's a real person. Like there's no way it's a real person. So like I'm kind of on Raph on this. Mars getting the clip. He's gonna pull it up and show stream.
Bro.
I don't even want to look at
Oh
it
my
ahead of time.
goodness.
I want to see it. I want to see it on like my first
Live
reaction is
time,
on
please.
this. So yeah, I'm not gonna look at it
Bro,
yet. Mars gonna pull it up, but
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a fucking. That's a fucking crazy.
That's a
move.
bucket.
Come on, bro.
That's bad
You
work,
telling me
bro.
somebody out there in this world is doing that?
Bro,
I mean, bro, I've
there's
seen some
somebody out
crazy
there
ass
doing that.
motherfuckers, bro.
well, that
Bro,
goes.
that's
I mean,
bad.
Raph, that also goes to the conversation of like the comp versus the sim players. I mean, them sim players, bro.
That's what
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them
Different.
fucking moves I be seeing them do different.
different.
No, I mean,
Different.
majority
I
of the
mean,
sim
you're
players are just
talking.
terrible.
Okay, let me see this.
Look at this
Come on,
clip, bro. Look.
Come on, bro.
Oh my god. He. Oh my god. Come on, bro.
Hold on, run that back real quick, Mar.
Oh my god.
Come on,
That's
bro.
bag work, bro. He said,
Oh my, no,
Look,
you ain't doing that though.
so nasty.
You see how he threw the ball from the right hand to the left hand?
I will say this.
Look,
Let me say this.
to
Let me
avoid
say
the blitz.
this.
To avoid the blitz.
Nah.
Uh-huh.
Oh fuck. That's the real person, though.
God.
That's a real person. That's a real
I don't
person.
think he was
Come
trying
on,
to.
bro.
Wait, he don't got a name. He don't got a nameplate game.
Hey, his nameplate not even coming up.
Yeah, he don't got a nameplate, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Well, nobody's
bro.
nameplate's coming up though besides Draco though.
Nah, bro, that passing
that's a
ball
real
that shit came up. Look, go back. Look, you seen it?
Yeah, hey,
Oh, yeah,
someone in the
yeah,
chat said
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Bro, it's probably a real
that motherfucker
person, but
greened
what
that
I'm-
bitch and looked back at the crowd. Fuck.
It's probably
Nah,
a
I'm gonna be
game,
honest,
but what I'm
though.
saying, bro,
The
it's-
randoms are good.
They're
on
so
this shit.
advanced nowadays.
Now the randoms.
Well,
just
that's the
max,
thing, though.
I ain't
We
gonna lie.
talked about that. I talked about that in core with Mar too. Like the bots are just. This is the best the bots have ever been. I mean, this is by far the best randoms have ever been, but that goes for games across the board, though, Raph. Like because content is more accessible now. People are on Twitch every day.
Yeah.
People are on YouTube videos every day. TikTok probably has done that the most for 2K, right? Like everything is so accessible now to everyone that these moves are not as gate kept. Everything is not as gate kept because like everyone can get it at a snap of a finger. So, I think that clip is a real person, but I don't think you're too far off with your take. I will say that.
Yeah, no, it's just so crazy to see because I see not like me personally, but I go on Twitter, I see people complaining about shooting. I'm going in the rec. They shooting lights out in the rec. Like they shooting lights out in the park. These randoms are just figuring it. They figuring it out. They figuring it out. And we complaining.
Let me ask you a question. Like I know most of you, like Ryan, you've been running guard now. Obviously, Malik runs guard. Raph, you said you were running guard this year.
No, I have a lock and a power forward.
Okay, so Raph, are you stick shooting?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I actually am.
Yeah,
That
neither-
shit's broken,
neither-
bro. No,
and
I'm gonna be real,
and
bro.
that
You are
shit is
stick
chick,
shooting,
bro.
right?
That shit is chick.
Chick.
Bro. Yeah, that shit
I
is
heard that
chick.
bit. Yo,
broken.
I heard that bitch is chick, bro.
You can hit
I was-
heavy,
I was,
bro. As
uh,
long as man,
bruh.
bro, I'm telling you.
I heard
You
that
can't
bitch
do it
is
on
absolute
guard.
watered.
But
No, you
anything
can't,
else,
'cause
y'all
you
should
can't-
shoot with the stick, bro.
Man. Like catch and shoots though.
Anything
If
else?
you can if you gotta catch and shoot, you might as well use the stick, bro. He's got a 70% bigger green window, bro. That shit's going in. I promise it is. Bro.
Nah,
As long as
bro.
you just
Yeah,
get
bro.
close.
See,
I'm
I was in a stream the other night. I was in Shaq's stream, and he was like, "Yo, Tox, you shooting with a stick?" I said, "Man, fuck that. I ain't shooting with no stick. I'm shooting with the button." And he said, "All right, watch this." And I watched the game of him playing. Straight fucking money, bro. Money. Every shot, 7 for 7,
player.
8 for 8. I'm like, okay, like I gotta put my pride aside and start shooting with that motherfucking stick then, because I'm
Now,
doing
once
something
the
wrong.
pops, like in comp pro am, if like the pops start shooting with the stick, bro, I'm telling you, so there's gonna be some pops to go 8 for 8 in the game, bro. If you, I played a dude the other day, old head, dude shot 4 from 3. We started face guarding that motherfucker on the pop, bro. We letting the dude dunk the ball. I've never seen nothing like it, bro. I swear to God, dude, because he could green every fucking catch and shoot.
Yeah, no, it is something I'm gonna work on. So, all right, well, let's jump into some of the 2K League stuff. I know a lot of people want to hear about some of our stories, experiences. We could talk about 2K25 all day. So, listen, with this, guys, like, feel free to just bring up, like, honestly, like, whatever, like, peel back the curtain. Obviously, if you don't want to expose too much, like, feel free to your discretion to expose whatever you want. One story I'll start with that this has always stuck with me, and Ryan will know this story. Season 1. Okay. So season 1, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong here, but like the way it worked in season 1, we had our player orientation, and our player orientation was at that hotel, like at the top floor in New York, right? Something like that. And listen, I'm at the time, guys, I'm the park guy. I'm the eyeball guy. I'm not the pro-am guy. I'm the guy who got drafted because there was 102 players in the draft and 102 players had to get drafted, right? Like, I was one of those guys. So I'm going into the league, and I'm going against the Dayfris and the Dimes and the Kinneys and the whoever, Timeleys and whoever else. And so with anyone, my first interaction with anyone in person, I walk into this hotel, I get into this elevator, and I don't remember everyone that's in the elevator at the time, but I do remember Dayfri's in this elevator. So I don't know Dayfri. Dayfri don't really know me. I go into the corner of this elevator, and we're going up to floor 20, so it's a little bit of a ride, maybe 30-second ride. Quiet as fucking elevator. Dayfri looks over at me and goes, "Yo, you that toxic motherfucker?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "You that toxic motherfucker?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "No joke, word for word. I swear to God," and everything. And then he says to me, "Yeah, you're ass."
Yo, what?
And I'm like, on everything
crazy.
I love, bro. This is the Crush. This is the first time I ever spoke to Ryan in my life. Never said a word to him on Twitter. Never said a word to him on Twitch. Never seen him in person. I swear to God.
Oh man,
That motherfucker looked at me in the elevator and said, "You that toxic motherfucker?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, you're ass." I was like, "Oh, what the?"
Then the elevator open, we walk out the elevator,
bro. I had no, and then he walked out the elevator like nothing happened, like nothing was said, and I'm sitting there like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Nah, that's some
Like,
alien
what did I
shit.
do to this
That might
guy?"
be some alien
Bruh.
shit, bro. What the fuck?
No joke.
I don't know what it was.
Ryan, I gotta ask you. Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I don't remember. I think we drafted you, and I had an argument with Jonah about you because Jonah was like, "Man, this guy's unbelievable." All I heard is that this motherfucker's so good, and I was like, "I wanted Seam because I played against Seam and PlayStation. Yeah, he was on PlayStation, whatever. I wanted Mo." And he would just try to convince me that Tox was just it. And I remember I went back and watched all these streams, and I was like, he got on the elevator, and he was just, all quiet and shit. I was just like, "Yo, you that motherfucker right there?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Man, you're just not good, man." I just got off.
Bro,
I was just like, "Man, that's what I was saying."
And listen. I'll give you a
so
little bit of credit because
crazy,
season 1, I was ass. Season 1 was not my year. I'll say that. What I put on display before season 1 in the combine and on streams compared to what I did in season 1 was not ideal. So I will say, Ryan, you made the right choice taking Seam in season 1 because Seam was probably top 3 shooting guard season 1. I was probably bottom 2 when it came to statistics. So yeah, that is my first funny story of the league where I was just
I don't even really remember that interaction. I just remember we was on the elevator together, and I guess I did say that. I don't know. I was right when I was young,
Oh,
bro.
no,
I didn't
you
really
said
give
it.
a fuck about nothing, bro. I was a crash out, bro. Really, before there was crash outs, I didn't give a fuck. To be completely honest with you.
Yeah,
I
so
used to walk around
that was
ripping
my
the
welcome
jewel,
to the
my
league.
jewel in the fucking place. Like, yeah, I mean, I remember we used to. I think Malik was at that studio, but I used to walk around ripping a fucking jewel in there, bro, because I just didn't give a fuck, bro. I didn't really care about nothing, bro, besides just playing the game and whatever the fuck else was going on. I don't know. It was crazy. Now that I think about it, it's funny though.
No,
I can't believe you remember that.
It was.
That's so funny.
Oh, dude, I'll never forget that. That's like one of the stories I always bring up, like as one of the first things I remember in my head was like, no joke. Like I get off a fucking plane. It's like my first time in New York City. I'm in this hotel about to meet all the players. It's quiet as fuck in this elevator, like elevator music, y'all. Like, and this guy's just like, "You got toxic, motherfucker? Yeah, you ass." And I'm just like, wait, okay, like nice to meet you too, bro. Like all right. So yeah,
That's
that was
so
my
funny.
welcome to the league, which was wild. Feel free, y'all. Like jump
Let me
in,
see.
bring up whatever
Um,
stories. I
I
have
mean-
plenty,
we
but
might let
I'll
it
let
seem
you
like-
guys kind of go across the board.
I got
I-
a bunch,
I
bro. I mean,
think-
but you can go ahead.
I was about to say, since you're keeping it like on a funny scale right now, then I'll get into more serious stuff. My rookie season, bro. Mind you, I'm from New York. Like I'm from the Bronx. So I speak how I talk how I talk. I speak how I speak. I get drafted to the Kings. Fly out to California. Fly out to Sacramento, bro. COVID hits. Yusuf is my roommate.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So we can't go anywhere. You know, we stuck in the house, but we still was going food shopping and stuff like that. We go food shopping. We come back. You know, I do my food shopping. Yusuf does his food shopping. Bro, I go to the kitchen, bro. There's a bag full of glizzies, bro. That's when I first realized, I'm like, yo, this dude, Yusuf, is a fucking
Wait, what do you mean a
maniac,
bag
bro.
full of glizzies? Hold on,
Bro,
like are we talking like
a
in a
bag-
package bag or just like a bag of raw
bag,
glizzies? Just
bro,
in
a bag full of franks, bro. A bag full of franks. Bro, I
Franks.
literally recorded. I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know if y'all remember that, bro. But my video literally
I do
went
remember.
viral
I remember,
on Instagram,
I
on Facebook.
remember.
Like the Kings posted it. Bro, the Kings posted it on Twitter. Yusuf is begging them, like, yo, bro, please take it down. Yo, bro, he used to boil. Bro, listen, but you gotta just listen, bro, because it never makes sense to me, bro. Until I met this dude, bro. He used to boil franks, bro. Boil them and just eat them like naked. No bun.
That's how you
just
can eat
straight
them. That's how you
ketchup.
can eat
No
them.
bun.
No bun is crazy.
Raw.
So he
Raw
just
glizzy.
He was
so
saving
he just
money.
picked,
grabbing them.
so he just
bare hands.
he's picking him out the pan, just eating them straight out.
Bro,
the,
literally
Doing it
in
with some ketchup.
the
boil.
pot, bro. Letting it boil in the pot, bro. Taking it out with the tongs,
Yo,
putting
that's
it on
crazy.
a plate, stacking it up, bro, like it's some cookies, and putting a
bro.
fucking ketchup and barbecue sauce mixed together and swirling it around and eating it, bro. One thing I would say
I can
about
only
Yusuf,
imagine
though,
being his roommate though, Raph, and like you walking out of your room and like let's say it's like 10 o'clock at night, you walk out of your room, you look in the kitchen, and Yusuf is just sitting in the kitchen boiling glizzy, just eating them bitches one by one out the thing. Like I'd be like, yo, bro, what the fuck's going on here, bro?
I'm like, bro, you making some good cheese, bro. We making good money this year. My rookie year, we was making some good cheese. You know, finals, back-to-back finals or whatever. Like, bro, you don't gotta eat that, bro. Like, you don't gotta.
Nah, Yusuf's funny.
So, that was my like welcome to the league moment. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, that's top. Yo, that one is top. One I'll say real quick that doesn't even have to do with me, but I'm sure we all heard about it. And then Leak and Ryan, please go. And I wish Nadal or one of them was here to speak on it. But have you guys all heard the B5 story, like the crazy B5 story with Lavish?
Oh, with the homeless dude?
You guys have not heard
to his apartment?
The homeless dude.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, how fucking insane is that?
No, I talked to Lev about that
mean,
this past season, bro. He was telling me about it.
Dog, that is insane. So like Ryan, if you've talked to Lav about it, please feel free to jump in on this. But Chav, you guys haven't heard this story. Like supposedly B5, they're in Portland. If you guys don't know enough about Portland, it's known as a little like weird place, a lot of druggies, XYZ. And the rumor here is
there, essentially.
Right. So everyone's cracked out in that bitch. And the rumor is supposedly, I don't know if Lav was asleep or like Lav had came back, but they come back or he wakes up because they hear some sort of noise in the apartment. And this motherfucker gets up and there's like a butt naked crackhead in his apartment, just roaming around that bitch. I mean,
they said it was in his bathroom. Yeah, said it was a bad. And then he said, look, so y'all know I ain't gonna be able to hear y'all, but he said when he was walking out, hold on, I got a HyperX right here. He said he had his HyperXs like this around his neck, walking out with the
Dane's
handcuffs
in the
on.
chat.
He had the hype in there, laugh said, hey man, go ahead and keep him.
Yeah, so Dane just mentioned Slim. You guys remember? So Slim was his roommate. Slim has a Tinder girl over at the apartment. Lav's sleep. They hear all this noise, and Lav gets up. And if you guys don't know Lav, like, Lav is a 6'7", maybe 6'8". Like, yeah, 6'8", like athletic black dude. Like, and this motherfucker wakes up to a butt naked crackhead in his fucking bathroom. I mean, that's just that's top one for me. Crazy, like, that's one of the craziest.
No, he got the craziest welcome.
Dane said,
I couldn't imagine.
Listen to Dane. Dane said the guy took apart one of the PS5s in the living room and threw cereal all over the apartment. I mean, like,
I don't even know what I would do. How do you not hear him doing all this stuff? Because the way it sounded like he didn't care if people heard him or like they didn't hear him at all.
Y'all
he was just in the crib.
They sleeping a little too hard for me. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. He was probably on a whole other planet, bro. That crackhead didn't give a fuck what was going on.
Bro, if you walk into an apartment butt ass naked, you don't give two shits what's going on. You're going with the flow. Bro, so that to me is that is an insane story, and I had to just give a shout out to that one, Dane, and the B5 team, because that is a top one story of the league. So Ryan, Malik, whoever wants to go, feel free, and we'll just keep going around and saying some stuff we have in the league.
All right, welcome to the league story. All right, I got one. This is actually my welcome to the league story. This one I was like, what the fuck? All right, so we have our first practice, right? And I got drafted. So can you hear me?
Did you disconnect?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. It's just tweaking. Like, you're good.
Oh, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm really not even supposed to go to the Knicks at this point. I'm thinking I was gonna go to the Kings. So I end up going to New York. We have our first practice. Kuda's not there, right? At this point, Kuda like the face of the league. So I get there. Goofy and Kuda are beefing. We have our first practice, and Idris is like right there in the middle of it. I remember we had our first practice. It was against the Raptors, bro. I'll never forget. I had a good ass game. I had 30. I'm feeling good as shit. I'm happy as shit. Mind you, Ye Not Game is playing point guard. So I'm like, all right, we're going to be good this year. We was fucking ass. But anyway, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to be good this year. I get to the elevator, bro. I'll never forget. I'm late, like leaving the facility. It's just me and Idris. It's like he waited on me. He waits on me at the elevator to go down. Everybody else leaves.
Weird.
So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, good teammate shit. So we get in the elevator together. I'll never forget, bro. I pushed the button, P1. He looked at me. He said, "You must want to be the star, don't you? We don't got room for another one of them. It's already cool." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dog?" I was like, I said, "Bro, what, bro?" I said, "Bro, what are you talking about, dog?" And I was just like, I remember in my head, I was like, "Bro, what the fuck did I just get drafted into, bro?" Like, no cap.
Idris, man. Idris was one of a kind, man. Shout out to Idris, man, for real, because he was a unique character, man. That he was fun to be around. That is a funny one. Ryan, go ahead.
I don't really got a welcome to the league story. I'm trying to think. I mean, the season 1 wasn't real for me personally, bro. We had 3 foreign guys. We had a guy from Germany, a guy from England, a guy from Canada. We had Simo, who was 18 years old, and he used to – bro, I'll tell you a story about Seem, actually. This is funny, bro. So I remember Seem used to watch – this is when Little Baby was popping, right? So when he came out, it was like 2018. And Little Baby came out in a music video, and he had this Steve Nash, the old retro Steve Nash jersey on, right? The black and the orange one. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about if y'all have seen the video. But, you know, I walk in one day, Seem's watching the video on his computer, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Next week, bro, Seem walks in. The same outfit, bro. Same jersey, same shoes, same pants. And I'm like, bro, Nemo, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, nah, I just fuck with a jersey, dog. Like, And I'm like, bro, all right, bro. Because Seema's like 18 at this point, bro. So I'm just like, I'm letting him rock, whatever. But Seema was like, I don't know how to explain Seema. When Seema was young, bro, he was one of the funniest people I've ever been around, bro. He'd fall asleep middle of practice, bro. We'll talk about we back then you had a scrimmage with team up. See, we play a game, we had to
Oh
wait, an
God,
hour,
bro.
Seema sleeping. Just knocked out, right? So like he was just a funny dude, man. Dimes, obviously, man, man, that first season with Dimes was unbelievable, bro. I got some stories, but I'll let it slide for now. I'll tell you a story. Y'all probably don't know the story. I know Malik probably knows. Probably Raph too. Y'all are close to Jack, but so we in season 3. We go to the playoffs, right? Before we're about to play the Kings, Jack has a flight to leave out. So we played the Kings, I think, on a Thursday. I think it's a Thursday or Friday. Basically, we play the Kings on that day. Jack has a flight that next morning to go to Utah with his boys because he's got like a house in Utah and he's going to go out because he thinks we're going to lose to the Kings, right? So we end up beating the Kings. He has to cancel his flight, lose a whole bunch of money, right? Next day, we got to play the Raptors. So this time, they're 16-0. They beat us, I think, 3 times at this point in the season, or maybe twice. We end up beating them. Whatever. We go out, we get absolutely hammered. All this shit, right? Well, I'm downstairs, with Brandon bullshitting, whatever. We're doing whatever, and like we was hosting like a little party at somebody's apartment, like in the second floor. We go up to the second floor, and everybody, I walk in, everybody's like wide eyed, bro. They're like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, dude, Jack just jumped off the balcony. I said, bro, what? Like, bro, Jack just jumped off the balcony, bro. And I'm like, bro, like, stop fucking with me, bro. Like, I'm like, stop. Like, bro, what are y'all talking about? He's like, no, Jack jumped up. And like, Jack's like laying on the couch with his foot up, bro. Like, no joke. I don't know if you can see my foot, bro, but he's got his foot up. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And so I go over to Jack. He's like, yeah, bro, that motherfucker down there was talking shit. I said, what are you talking about, Jack? He's like, yeah, I went on the balcony, bro. This dude said something to me. I told him I'd come beat his ass. He told me to jump down. So he jumped off the balcony to go beat this dude's ass. And like, I think he almost broke his ankle, bro. I don't know if he broke his ankle or what he did, but he jumped off the fucking balcony. And I was like, yo, bro. So when we won the championship, I think we didn't play for like another week or whatever. I don't remember what the time period was, bro. If you watch any of the videos, Jack is limping everywhere, bro. He had crutches and shit. He's limping. He couldn't stand up. Like, he couldn't put weight on it, bro. His ankle had a ball like this big on it, black and blue, because the dude jumped off the balcony, bro, right after we beat the Raptors. I thought it was over, bro. I thought he was going to go get surgery. It was crazy. So that was probably my favorite Jack story ever. Bro, he's insane.
Jack is one of a kind.
Absolutely.
If you ever hang around Jack,
absolutely
yeah,
insane.
like the way he carries himself and everything is just like, you just know when someone's wired a little bit differently, bro. And Jack is just wired a little bit differently, man. Like 100% is wired a little bit differently. I'll jump into another story, but quick question for you guys. So like going into your first year, did you go where you expected to go? Like for me, I knew Cleveland was like, I had a good interview. I knew Morocco liked me. Like I knew I had a good interview there, but honestly, I thought I was going to go to Miami. And because if you got, I don't know if you remember Ryan, but like in season 1, Famous only gave out like a handful of interviews.
Yeah, he was like on that weird shit of like, yeah, man, you get a heat interview, it's a big deal type shit, like whatever.
He was like very like, okay, I'm only interviewing like 12 people or whatever the case may be. And I got one of those interviews, and like I was adamant in my interview about like, yo, I'm a South Florida guy. I'm a Heat lifer. Like I'm a culture guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was trying to sell myself to Heat culture. And so I thought I was going to end up in Miami, and then I ended up going to Cleveland. So like, just curious on your guys. And like, did you guys go where you expected to go, or was there another team that you felt like you were more favored to go to?
So I thought I was going to India. Cleveland.
Okay, Ryan.
Oh,
personally, no, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's where I thought I was gonna go. And then, but Morocco, he a sweet talker. That's what I found out. So it's one of those. And then Wolf,
yeah,
even Swizzer boys. So one of those too. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of ironic because season 3, Dayfri had the number 1 pick and Malik had the 2nd pick, and I went 3. So I didn't honestly. I just kind of came into the league like really for the love of the game. Like I didn't know anybody. I just was good at the game. Seemed normal to most people, and it was fucking with me. So I had a lot of interviews. I didn't know where I was going. I know Dayfri was like, he was high on me, and Pat was high on me, but they definitely needed a point guard. Like they just needed a point guard. You get what I'm saying? And same thing with Malik. I spoke to Malik as well. He liked me, but he needed a point guard, so he ended up going with Duck. And then I went to the Kings. I spoke to Shots. and he was just the only person. He was like, why are you laughing, bro? Stop disrespecting my man.
Because that shit sounds so troll. Like, nah, that shit just sounds so troll. Like in 2024, like, come on, sentence just sounds hilarious, bro.
No, why are you laughing like that?
Nah, that's my man's, bro. But that sentence is just hilarious in 2024, bro.
So like most people knew how good I was at the time, but they didn't want to take that big of a chance because you need a point guard in the league. Is you just need a point guard. That's what it is. So Shots was contacting me. He was like, listen, like I think we might have to, take that chance and take you, and we take like Bash late or somebody else late. So I kind of knew like it was gonna be like in the top 5 range, and I didn't really care where I went. Like at the end of the day, I just came in. I was one of those guys that was just happy to be there at the time. I just came in and just played, to be honest. So it didn't really matter what team I went to.
And Leak, you thought what was you?
I thought I was going to the. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was going way earlier than I did. I thought I was going to the Grizzlies at 7 or the Timberwolves at 11. Yeah, but I remember the Grizzlies. I knew the Grizzlies was clipped when what's his name? Universal Phenom. He used to play for them, right? Is that him?
Yep.
His name? Yeah, he called me. Yeah, he called me. He like,
retained,
yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm not. I said, bro, listen, do not draft me if y'all ain't got no point guard, bro. I'm sorry. Like he was like, yeah, like we're thinking about you or Vandy at 7. Like, how would you feel about us getting a point guard later? I said, hell no, right? And then I remember the Timberwolves had Hood, and he was like teetering the line of playing point guard or shooting guard. And I remember Feast was like, if a point guard like Keno or Bear drop to us, then we're gonna take him. And then Bear ended up dropping. So then after that, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't expect to go to the Knicks. I'm like, I'm gonna probably go to the Kings at the first pick of the second round. Because I thought Seam was going to the Knicks. Everybody thought Seam was going to the Knicks. And then I remember when I got drafted, Seam was literally standing up. Like before they said OriginalMalik, they were like, oh, New York Knicks game in selects. And Seam started standing up. Everybody started looking at Seam. And they said my name. I turned around. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, hell no. This is crazy. But, yeah, I didn't think I was going to I didn't think I was going to the Knicks.
That season 2 draft was so shocking to me, too. Because so I was back in the draft for season 2. And all I heard from Cleveland was like, yo, like, we're going to get you back. We want you to come back, da-da-da-da-da. Like, I had switched to Lockdown. I had played Lockdown with, like, KMT that whole offseason. So, like, people were like, okay, he's playing pretty good at Lockdown. And so I'm sitting there, and I think it was round 2 or, like, late 2, maybe early 3, and Memphis comes up to pick. And they're like, Memphis selects Toxic. And, like, bro, I remember being at my crib, and, like, my dad's right behind me. I turned around, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going to Memphis. I never interviewed with them. I never talked to any of them. I didn't even know any of their players. Like, I didn't know AA. I didn't know Universal. Those are all PS5 or PlayStation guys. I didn't know any of those dudes. So, like, I was like, what the fuck? I'm going to Memphis? Like, holy shit, this is going to be ass. And, like, it was ass. Yeah, like, I did not like Memphis for sure. I ended up getting traded, obviously, and going to Orlando. But, like, shout out to Lang. Love Lang. And, like, but, God, bro, that one was fucking – that one was fucking shocking. To jump back on like the stories, a couple from season 1, but that was funny. Like Ryan, you remember the Cornerstone?
Yeah, the bar. Bro. We used to go
there. Okay, so
I have a bunch of stories. I don't even want to speak on some of these stories that I got over there, bro. Bad, bro.
Remember the time we all went to Cornerstone and Screddy came? And Screddy came to Cornerstone with everyone, and I don't know how the fuck Screddy got in, but Screddy, if you guys don't know Screddy in season 1, like he honestly looked like a 13-year-old kid. Like, and somehow Screddy got into this bar with all of us, and he honestly looked like a 13-year-old kid in this bar. And Screddy's just in that bitch vibing, drinking, talking shit. I'm just like, I don't know how this happened, but he's here, and this is where we're at now. And Cornerstone was like the spot for the 2K League in season 1. If you weren't in the lobby of the hotel all night long, you were in Cornerstone. And another funny story to bank off that. I don't remember if this was, I think this was season 2. So like when I got traded to, Steph Styles, facts, bro. None of us talked to any females, bro. All we know in the game. You caught all of us. Season 2, I was with the Magic at the time, and if you guys remember, my center was King Cam Royalty. Okay, so we're in New York for a game. We're playing. I think we're playing the Mavs that week, and it was a big game for us. If you guys remember, when I got traded to the Magic, they started off like 1-5, so like every game we played mattered. And we go up to the warm-up room before the game, and like something's wrong with Cam. Like Cam is just acting weird. He's not talking. He has his head down. He's like sweating. And I'm like, yo, bro, are you good? And he's like, man, I'm sick as fuck. I was like, what do you mean you're sick as fuck? He's like, bro, I've been out all night. I was blacked out drunk last night with Arsenal. And if you guys, I don't know if you heard this story, Ryan, but Arsenal fell and hit a curb and knocked his teeth out the night before.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Oh
my God.
He knocked his fucking teeth out the night before his game, and King Cam was with him. So King Cam is out all night the night before with Arsenal, blacked out fucking drunk. Arsenal knocks his own fucking teeth out on the curb. King Cam takes him to the hospital. Basie's in the hospital all night long. So now we have basically not a playoff clinching game, but like we had to win to stay in the playoff hunt. And I remember he's like throwing up in the back room while we're warming up. And Jonah looks at me and is like, he's not playing. I said, Jonah, you got me fucked up if you think he's not playing. I ain't loading up with fucking what the fuck? What was his name, bro?
Tucker Locks Up.
Tucker Locks Up. I said, I ain't fucking loading up with Tucker Locks Up, Jonah. I said, I looked at Kent. Bro, I'm not even kidding. No, he is a fucking no. I absolutely love Tuck. But that like Ryan said, that kid is a fucking legend in every capacity possible. Okay. Like just to give you guys an idea of Tucker, bro. I used to go to practice. Like, I don't know when you guys we had like 10 a.m. practice in Orlando. I used to walk into practice at 10 a.m., bro. This and I'm sure Ryan, you've heard from Reed. I used to walk in this bitch at 10 a.m. Tucker Locks Up is wearing a fucking high school football shirt that's crop topped, no sleeves, with short shorts, drinking a Mountain Dew. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, bro. I'm fucking just brushed my teeth, washed my face. Tuck is in short shorts, a crop top football shirt, chugging a Mountain Dew. And I'm just like, Tuck, what are you doing, bro? And he used to always say, like, no joke. He said, Tox, and I'm not even kidding y'all, this is how he would speak. Tox, ain't nothing better in this world than a Dew and a Dilla, is what he used to say every fucking day. And I'm like, Tuck, you're just not like you're like. I'm sure we've always had character teammates, but I'm like, yo, like exactly, Raph. I'm like, you're just a different type of guy. And so, if you guys remember, like the last game Tuck had played that season was when the Magic scored 0 points in the fourth quarter against the Warriors. It's like the only time ever a 2K League team didn't score a single point in a quarter. And that was Tucker. And so I remember being in that room, bro, and Jonah looks at me and says, Cam can't play. Tuck's got to come in. And I said, Jonah, ain't no fucking way I'm loading up with Tucker Locks Up. You guys just scored 0 fucking points, bro. So Cam's throwing up. We end up doing the whole, you guys, Ryan, you remember the walk down, the whole entrance shit. We're walking down. I'm basically holding Cam, making sure he can make it down. I'm walking Cam to his seat. Before the game, he looks at me like, and he's like, bro, I can't play. Like I'm sick. I really can't play. I said, Cam, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about right now. I said, here's a water bottle. I got up. I walked to that little bathroom that used to be in the side. I took the trash can out of that shit and I put it right next to his seat. And I told that motherfucker, listen, bro, you got to throw up. But we're not losing this game. So he played and we won. But
he went crazy. He went crazy that game too.
Bro, he used to be like the only inside center that was shooting threes out the corner and shit that year too.
Bro, he was tough, bro. I was a fan of Cam personally.
He was tough. But like that was just a crazy story for this man to tell me that they were blacked out drunk and Arsenal knocked his own fucking teeth out and was in the hospital all night. Was just one of those stories of as a teammate where I'm just like, these guys just aren't real people. And you know, I don't know how it was for you guys, but like every year it felt like I had one teammate who was just a little strange, right? Or like just lived their life a little differently than a normal human being. And when I was in Cleveland season 1, my team, if you guys remember, it was me, Hood, Sick, Turn Up Defense, Savage Do Work, and who the fuck am I missing, bro? Got a 2K.
Marcus Glenn. Marcus Glenn.
Yeah, Marcus Glenn. So I remember, bro, we were leaving to go to the airport, and Turn Up and them had left early. So Turn Up was like, yo, Tox, I think I forgot like my jersey. Can you go to my apartment and get my jersey for me out of my room? Yeah, bro, no fucking problem. I go down the hall. I go into this apartment. I walk into this room. And this was the most foul fucking room I had ever seen in my life. Like the most, bro, unreal. I walk in this bitch. There's no sheets on the bed. There is a plate with chicken tenders on the bed. There is a whole fucking bottle of barbecue sauce on the bed. Meanwhile, again, no sheets, no nothing, but there's a plate of fucking chicken tenders. This is Turn Up Defense's room.
Turn Up Defense, man.
And Turn Up.
Oh, man, I heard about him.
Turn Up, I love you, bro. Turn Up, I love you, but like, you know,
Turn Up. If you ever see this, Turn Up got put on dick guilt, bro.
What?
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll get to that in a second. What?
Bro,
wait, what did you just say? Wait, what did you get put on? Say it again.
Bro, you don't remember that girl? She posted a whole like thread, bro, like whatever. She got posted on Twitter.
She reviewed, bro.
I thought that wasn't that Slim? I thought Slim got like
no. He got exposed for acting like he was.
Yeah,
he got exposed for acting like he was a. Yeah, for acting like
he exposed
himself.
Like he was an NBA player. Quoted it. Yeah, he quoted it with the damn rubber duck shorts. That's what it was.
Bro,
Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Wait. So like, let me just, and Malik, please, you're gonna go right. You're gonna continue this. So I go into this room, bro. No sheets in that bitch. A plate of fucking dinosaur chicken tenders on that bitch. A whole bottle of barbecue sauce on his bed. Forks, knives, cups all over the ground. Fucking napkins, like a trap house. Honestly, it was a trap house, and that was the most foul teammate. Real or not, and listen, I love you, but I don't think he wore deodorant either. And god damn. Bro, that motherfucker every day, no joke, bro. Ask anyone that played for the Cleveland every day, bro. It was like, I'm like, yo, bro, like. There's gamers, and then there's this, and this right here. This is another level that I don't. Oh no, that was an alien. Hell of a guy, but fucking hell, bro. That was rough. So, all right, Malik, please now let's break this down.
Well, I remember this was I think this is when he was in Minnesota. So this is season 2. Some girl exposed him. Basically, she like put a picture of him, put his all of this shit. And she basically reviewed bro's pipe game. Literally. Was exposing him. Like, he's not that big. Yeah, bro. She was going in on him. You never seen this shit? Bro, somebody seen this shit that was
wait. Okay, so he sent her like pictures of himself and she posted it and exposed him?
No. She had sex with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And she put him on something called Big It was a Twitter. It
was all over.
It was a Twitter called.
She left a Yelp review on this man's pipe game.
Yes,
it wasn't a great review.
A whole Yelp review. No, it wasn't. Bro was cooked after that. I ain't gonna lie. And then to find out this how he was living. Oh man, bro, like this is nuts. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, at least my guy won 250K though.
I had a
250K and a shit.
I'm not gonna say any names. I can't say his name. I'm not that type of guy, but it was definitely one of my teammates. I'm not gonna say his name. So story time.
Hezzy.
We in practice. No. This is not. We're not doing bingo call out. We're not doing bingo call out a name and figure it out. You get what I'm saying? We're not doing.
He had Hezzy as a teammate.
He was listen.
Wait, hold on.
He did. No, wait, who was it? Wait, who was the last? Oh, you did.
He never had Hezzy.
Oh, he was the year before. Yeah, Hezzy was the year before. My bad. We keep cutting him off.
Yeah. Listen to the story time. So we had practice, right? One of my teammates comes up to me after practice. He was like, "Yo, bro, I gotta tell you something." I'm like, "What's up?" He was like, "Yo, you gotta see this shit." So it was me, him, and my coach at the time. We end up like walking ahead of everybody because we trying to figure out what this dude is talking about. So we go into the apartment. You get what I'm saying? And we go into the dude's room, bro. Similar to your story talks, bro. This is probably the most disgusting room I've ever seen in my life, bro. I'm talking about no bed sheets on. You get what I'm saying? Dirty laundry on the floor. You got little bites. You got little bites on the floor. You got fruity pebbles in the cup right next to the computers. You get what I'm saying? You go into the bathroom. You got toothpaste on the floor. You got drawers in the bathtub. Like, it's just so crazy, bro. And it's like, how can you live like that? It was no space to get to the bed. Like, you literally gotta tiptoe to get to where you need to get to around the room. Like, the shit was crazy, bro. I'm like, yo. And then my coach at the time seen it. He's like, yo, I gotta call somebody. So he ended up having to call in HR or whatever, and they had to come and fucking force him to clean his room because it was about to be fucking roaches and mice crawling around the room, bro. Like, it was crazy, bro. I wish you could see it.
Chat. I want chat to know too, because chat is roasting a little bit. Like, I just want chat to know, like, this is an anomaly, okay? Like, this is not the majority of us league players, all right? This is like the select few that just lived very differently, okay? So don't think like this is how Raph lived or Brian lived or me or Malik, okay? This is a very, like, these are anomalies across the board. And now that Raph says that, Raph, I'm going to have to go back and look at all your teammates and just – I'm gonna try to.
I got a few guesses.
I would never ever say a name, but listen, I still have the picture to this day. That's how serious it is, bro. And we had to like hurry up and get the fuck out the house before, because I told you we walked ahead of everybody. So we speeding up to the house to go through to see it. Now we looking out the window like, yo, where they at? So we can hurry up and get out the room, bro. Hold up. Matter of fact,
yo, you got a picture?
I'm not gonna show it.
No, come on, picture, show it.
I have a picture, bro. I'm not showing it, bro.
Okay, I gotta see it.
I can tell you. Listen, no.
Rap, you're not saying who it is,
where it's not. No, it's gonna expose where it was at, though. It's gonna expose where it's at. So you got.
Bro, you only played.
I said little bites, bro. You got Chipotle. You got. Hold on. Crazy.
Oh, hold on. I know who it is. I know who it is.
No, we're not going to know who it is. So just send the picture.
No. It's not him.
No, it's not
him. No.
I got to see this picture, bro.
So Rap played with the Kings, Gen G, and the Raptors?
Bro, it was somebody on Gen G, bro. You gotta know that.
You would never guess. Anyways, next topic.
No, I will guess. It was wait. I'll say this. Listen. I'll say this. It's definitely Gen G because wait, no, he wasn't your coach.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, was he?
I gotta call HR. Sound like something Lane Griffey would say. For sure.
Was Jay Keith your assistant ever?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He definitely was. Because Jay Keith said, "I know this one," so it's definitely a Gen G player. So.
Nope.
All right, well, Raph won't share the picture, but it's all right. No worries. Okay, one other story, and I'm curious I'm sure we've all been through it. And one thing I heard too, Ryan, about Dallas, which is funny. This is off topic, but I heard when in season 1, they treated Dimes like he was fucking Dirk Nowitzki. I heard that motherfucker came in season 1. I heard he got a whip.
I don't even want to get into this.
Car.
He got a car, and he wrecked the car.
I didn't hear that part. I know he got a whip. I didn't hear he wrecked it, but I heard they bought this man a whip.
I'm pretty sure he totaled the car. It was like a brand new like Tahoe. I'll just give you a story real quick. So we had a team car originally, right? I had my own truck because I was from Dallas. I'm from the area, bro. I live 25 minutes from Dallas, right? So I had my own truck. Don, now he's playing cap, but he knows. He knows. They got him a car, and he don't want to admit it, but they got him a car. So listen,
I heard that too.
I'll just put it like this.
Woo! So LBJ,
we had it. So hold on. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this shit, but I'll just put this part. So I remember we had the villain on the team. The villain was from Canada, and the villain was like he was going on dates and this and that. we had a team car, which whoever had a license could drive it, basically. Unless I think like the foreign guys couldn't drive it unless they had somebody. I know DeVillin could because Canada's like the same shit, whatever.
Yep.
And I remember, I don't know what happened, bro, but like the villain asked Dimes, like, hey, I have a date on Saturday. He asked him, I think on like a Thursday. He's like, I have a date on Saturday. Can I have the keys to the car to go to the state, right? And basically, Dimes like ghosted him on like the Saturday night. Didn't know where to be found, so I think he had to get an Uber, right? Somehow or another, the car gets taken away, right? I'm just saying, whenever I left, Dime still had a car. I'll just put it like that. Dimes was still driving a car, and I remember it vividly. I remember after the season, he had a car. He could say, Cap, that car was his. Nobody else touched that car. It was Dimes' car. Nobody else got in that car. It was just him. So he could put whatever he want. But like I said, Dimes on Conan O'Brien. He's on the jump. He's going to concerts of was it Harrison Barnes? Bro, he got whatever he wanted, bro. And I'm pretty sure they were taking care of his cell phone and doing this. They were doing all kinds of shit, bro. And I was just like, you know what? I knew my role, and I knew I was getting shipped regardless because I didn't fall in line. But it was one of those, bro. I didn't get in right away, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's what it was, and it was just funny, bro. At the time, I didn't know no better. I was 21, and I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, bro, it was a time.
I will say, like, one of the most hype games I can remember, not even playing in, but just like watching, season 2, you guys versus the Mavs, your first matchup against Dimes on stage. I remember like all the players made sure we had to be there. Everyone was watching. I remember you walked down. I remember you walking across the cake top and just staring fucking Dimes down like it's just about to be a fucking hell match.
Wait, I remember that
keyboard, bro. That shit was. Ryan walked down that.
I was there. Dom said he's not playing. He said, "I'm not playing if y'all don't tell him to stop. I'm not playing."
Yeah, he said, "I'm fucking playing." He said, "Fuck that." He got up out the seat. And was like, "I'm not fucking playing this shit, bro. Fuck no."
Nah, bro.
Ryan was going crazy. And Keyboard Gabe was like, kept telling you to chill, and we're all like, "Yo, let him go, bro." I remember. I'll never forget like that fucking series.
Wait, Doms, what are you saying Malik for, bro? You didn't do that?
No, because he did do. It was something else. Like, it wasn't Ryan talking shit. It was, he said he was like lagging or something. And so he was like,
I vividly remember him saying out his mouth, if y'all don't tell him to stop, I'm not playing. Because Dayfri was screaming like obnoxiously for no reason.
No, I remember
like they hadn't even walked on the stage.
I was bugging. That shit was a fun time though. That's when the league was lit though. I feel like with the league had potential to blow up after that right there.
Yeah,
I really do.
It was
because like that's when the Fab and Rando shit happened. They shoved each other. That shit went viral.
God, yeah. Remember, a lot of people don't know the Mel East and Tommy Cook backstage.
Oh yeah, I mean, bro, come on. Like, we know what was about to happen with that, bro. Come on.
Oh, that was about to be
Wait,
bad,
what?
Bro.
I didn't see that.
You don't know about that
one. I wasn't there.
Oh,
that was season 1.
I was there for Mel East.
Was that
Mel
one?
East Fab and Rando brother.
It was one. Yeah, okay. There was that one too, League. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
There. Listen, bro. There was. I have a funny story, bro. In Cleveland, I'm curious. I'm sure all of us have had like internal fight scenarios with our teams, and we'll wrap up here in like 20 minutes because I know 9 is our cutoff time, but. I remember vividly, bro, season 1 with the Cavs, like Ryan mentioned, we practiced on team up. So, like, that shit was miserable on its own. And, like, you had to submit your jump shot a month early just to get it on your player. And if they fucked up your jump shot, I mean, you were cooked come stage. So, I remember going into, like, close to playoffs at the time. Raptors, if you remember, Ryan, like, they were the hottest team in the league, like closing out the season. They won like 7 games in a row or whatever. And like
they made playoffs. That shit too.
Yeah. So we scrimmaged them for like a week straight. And they were running that double. I don't know what the fuck they were running, but they were good at it. They were fucking good at it. And they were beating our fucking ass for a week straight. And I vividly being in practice, and Hood would never throw me, like he would never hit me off the pinch. And I remember looking at him in practice one day, and I said, "Yo, Hood, they're pinching you, bro. Hit me." And he goes, next play, goes down, puts his fucking head down, gets pinched, turns the ball over. They go down on the break, and I said, fuck it. I ain't running back this time. I don't give a fuck. So I stood there on the hash, they dunked the ball, and I remember Jerry puts his controller down, gets up, and starts yelling at me, saying, you better get the fuck back on the break. And I said, who the fuck are you talking to, Jerry? I said, I told this motherfucker to hit me. I told him they're pinching. He doesn't fucking hit me. I said, what if I'm not running fucking laps, Jerry? He said, all right, you're not getting back? Well, you're not fucking playing this week, Talk. And I was like, who the fuck? Who made you the fucking coach, Jerry? And if anyone knows Jerry, like, he's just a little, like, little short, like, kind of Napoleon syndrome type shit. And Jerry, so and Jerry's like, Jerry said, you ain't fucking playing this week, Tox. And I said, who the fuck made you the coach? And he said, I don't give a fuck. If it's up to me, you won't get a fucking check in this league, Tox. And I said, what? Holy shit, wait a second. So I stood up and I was like, listen, Jerry, we could just say fuck the checks right now, bro, because ain't no way you're talking to me like that, bro. That's like, you're going above and beyond. And like, so it got to the point where Mark, me, and Turnup all were in Jerry's face, about to put Jerry down. And if you guys know Mark, like Mark don't get mad. Like Mark don't be like, he don't get in altercations like that. Mark was tight. Like, yo, Jerry, they about to fuck Jerry up. And I was like, this was probably like the first time in our like my first season where I was like, okay, this is actually about to be a fight. And they ended up pulling us away and shit, and everything calmed down, and we ended up actually getting better from it. But I'll never forget Jerry looking at me and saying, Tox, if it's up to me, you won't have a fucking check in this league. And I was just like, I've never been sunned like that.
I just think something
never
just
been
flies
sunned like
out that
that.
dude's mouth.
Bruh, I had never been sunned like that in my 4 years. And like, now we're good friends, but God bless Jerry. You ever see this, bruh? I hope you never talk to no one like that again, bruh, because that was almost a rough day for Jerry. But that was one of the funny stories. My other teams, like, not too many fights. I'll say, like, if you guys know DT, like, I know Ryan knows DT well. I had plenty of altercations with DT in Orlando to where it was like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Like, you're just talking way too much. But I won't get into too much detail there. So we'll wrap up in like 10 minutes. So if like there's any last things, funny stories, fight stories, whatever you guys want to bring up, like, let's just kind of like run it off.
Right.
I think Wanda just had a great question. Yeah.
What was
Wanda's question? I was just saying Wanda got a great question for you, Malik.
I was just about to tell you, Wanda. I got y'all the story.
Okay,
everybody wants to know this fucking story, bro. So, all right. So when we trade for Jerry, right? This on some like this. Basically, every time we traded for somebody that was like a star in the league, like I would always have this conversation with the Knicks, like, all right, we have to let them have some say-so now or something. Like, I'll be like, all right, cool, bro. I don't give a fuck about having no say-so, no virtual video game. I just want to win some money, bro. I don't care. I'm only motivated by money being in this league, bro. I don't care about nothing else. So when Jerry get there, bro, like I'm trying to like, they're giving him everything he wants, right? So I'm like, whatever. Like, it's clearly like this is they guy now. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. So we lose the tip off, right? To the Raptors. We lose the tip off. Stick and Jerry Ethan and Jerry start going at it. Cause I guess Jerry just in practice not saying shit. And when he do say something, he just saying some OD weird shit, bro. Just saying the weirdest shit. So they start getting into it. They cussing, screaming back and forth. So then Jerry say something to Ethan like, he say something like, shut your fat ass up or something. So then Ethan like, bro, who the fuck are you talking to, bro? Like, I will beat the shit out you. Like, nigga, I will slap the shit out of you. So he starts saying all this. So I start laughing. I'm like, please, bro, please. Like, we need to get some straightening on fucking. So then Stick trying to calm it down. Stick's like, everybody, like, chill, bro. Y'all don't got to do this shit. Like, chill out. I'm still not saying shit because I'm to the point, bro. I'm tired of all this shit, bro. I'm not saying nothing, niggas. So I'm letting them all scream it out, cuss it out. Stick like, nah, chill out. So when he tries to say something, Stick was like, nah, Jerry, that was dumb weird, bro. Like, you getting personal with him. So then Jerry like, shut the fuck up. And you got your girl staying with you right now. So then Stick just gets up, don't say nothing, right? Just start emptying his pockets. I'm like, oh my God. So he start emptying his pockets, right? And I kid you not, bro. He start emptying his pockets. I already know what time it is, bro. Because he been said he was like done with Jerry. Like he want to beat the fuck out of Jerry. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, just everybody chill. So he said he want to beat the fuck out of Jerry. So as soon as Jerry say that, he just literally stands up, start emptying his pockets, throw all his shit out, AirPods, wallet, phone, gone, right? Just starts rushing them. Now me, when I see this happening, I try to like give him a little push, but I ain't about to restrain you for real. So he get through me. You try to push through me, bro. I'm gonna let you push through me, bro. Like I'm trying to be reasonable and you not trying to be reasonable. Like go ahead, bro. You ain't about to hit me because I'm trying to stop you. You feel me? So I let him go ahead. He get past me. Literally, Jerry's sitting there stunned, like wide face red, like he knows Stick coming. Nate comes and tackles Stick, like literally tackles him, like a fucking football tackle. But they somehow still standing up. He's like taking Stick out the room, Stick cussing him out. We in a Knicks corporate building, bro. Like this is like MSG, like literally in their building, cussing him out. So then after that, he's like, "Fuck that! I'm not playing with him. Trade him. This nigga's weird. Whatever." So then Jerry started trying to act like he ain't know why Stick was mad. It was just all crazy. So then we get on the phone. I'm like, "Look, don't blow this shit up. Like y'all blow this shit up. Like you just gonna have to trade everybody." Obviously Jerry trying to act like he ain't want nobody traded, but we know how Jerry is in the background. He telling them trade him for this person, trade him for this person. So they end up trading. We traded Ethan for Jaden and Stick for Jomar, and that was it, bro. And that's what happened. That's how the team got blown up. It literally happened within a span of 2 days, bro. Literally 2 days, no joke. I went from a top 3 lockdown. Oh yeah, and then Feast did the most, bro.
But if Feast quits, like shit's got to be fucked up. If Mihai just says, "Hey,
no, I'm going off." Nah. I'm gonna be real, bro. My nigga Feast was being a pussy, bro. I'm gonna just be real. Like that's just the main focus on it. Now, when him retiring, like honestly, he came in like he wasn't playing the game, and then for you to just get up and quit after we just traded our first round pick for you, bro, you could have like not wasted nobody time in this bitch. I'm gonna be real, to be honest, because I had a good thing going, motherfucker. I'm off two conference finals, bro. I did not need you to come over here and quit. I'm gonna be real, gang. So that really didn't I respected it, but I didn't respect it at the same time. Like I respect you like taking a step. You could over anyway. Really, honestly and truly.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Someone said, Dario said, who did Notorious? Oh, well, Dario, that was my team, bro. That was when I was on the Sixers. He yelled at Drake. A-Rooks.
Yeah, A-Rooks.
And called him the F
guy
word
ever,
on stage. Yeah, that's when he like called him the F word on stage, and then like I had to hold Drake back on stage, and then Jeff Terrell started big chesting it. Dane, you remember?
Wait,
funny
Notorious
story about
said that
team. And yeah. He called
Notorious,
A-Rooks the F word, and then Drake got all pissed. What started that? I don't remember, bro. Like to be honest, that whole season was a little bit of a blur. And a funny story to end this, to like go towards the end here, like, and Dane, you know about this vividly. So like when I was in Philly, I got to Philly late because I had some personal shit going on, so I didn't really play too much that season. But at the time of that season, like I had, if you guys remember, like there was all those Facebook deals going on. So I had that Facebook deal going on. So I was literally just streaming for the most of my time, and I would stream like playing my team or something. So like I was decent at dribbling that year, and like I was more comfortable like playing sharp. So I remember the last game of the season, we're playing the Heat, and we have to win the game to make the playoffs. And we go into game 1, and Killy just fucks us up. And Drake, I think, shoots like a donut. And I remember Jeff, Dane, and Steez pull me out of the room for game 2. Like, yo, Tox, you're loading up. I said, all right, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's go. I'm ready. I've been, I'm going in for Eli. They said, nah, you're going in for Drake. I said, going in for Drake? What do you mean? Like, I haven't played sharp since fucking season 1. He's like, hey, man, you're going in for Drake. Sharp. Last game of the season. It's win, make the playoffs, lose, go home. Tox, you're in at sharp. I said, well, fuck it. I mean, what do I got to lose? I mean, I haven't played all year. Fuck it. I'll shoot them fuckers up. So they put me in at sharp. long story short, we end up winning the game. I think I smacked a fucking white. It was the white herd around the world to end that game. And Dane and Steve swear I got an LT steal at the end of the game, but I won't ever claim that. So we go into playoffs, and this was when playoffs were in Dallas with a 2-stage setup and all that shit, right? And I remember Jeff was like, all Jeff kept telling me was, yo, Tox, be ready, bro. Be ready, Tox. Be ready, Tox. I'm going to need you on stage. I'm going to need you on stage. So fast forward, we go into stage. Like I don't see a lick of a game. I'm watching them play chalk. And you guys remember that year, chalk was just between the legs, like all up the court. And Eli sitting there getting between the legs up the court, and no one's saying a word. That team had no chemistry. Dane didn't talk to Dre. Dre didn't talk to Dane. Steez didn't give a fuck. A-Rooks was like, how the fuck did I get here? Eli never talked. It was just bad. And so, yeah, like I remember
I played with him.
I think it was game 3. We ended up losing. And I don't know what made Notorious say it, but he got up and called Drake the F word, and Drake just snapped, and I had to hold him back. And then fucking Jeff started rushing him, and I was like, yo, bro, what am I doing here? Like, I got Jeff trying to fight Notorious of all people. I'm holding A-Rooks back. This is the COVID year. It's like everyone's in doubt. Remember we had to stay in our hotel rooms for like 24 hours straight before we got our tests back. It was all a fucking blur that year. But that was like the year where I was like, all right, man, I'm retiring, bro. I can't do it anymore. I'm retiring. So like, yeah, that was the last year for me. I retired, and like a lot of people don't know, like, so after I retired, I interviewed for a bunch of teams. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna like go the employee route with the league or if I wanted to work for a team. So like I interviewed for a bunch of teams. So I interviewed for like the Cavs, I interviewed for the Lakers, I interviewed for the Bucks, and I think another team I forgot. But like, so I ended up getting the Cavs job. I ended up getting the Lakers job. And then the Bucks obviously chose Lance. And yeah, so ultimately I didn't take either of the jobs. But it would have been funny looking back, like how that would have worked out if I took like the Lakers job or if I took the Cavs job. And like, Ryan, you were a coach. Like, how was that, like going from player to coach? Because I feel like one of the main reasons I didn't take it was because like I didn't want to deal with like the babysitting shit. And then like also I'm like, you can speak this probably better than anyone, like playing with someone or like watching your team play and like them play ass, like you being like, bro, give me the fucking control. I heard a story that Ryan's team was scrimming Rhea and he told Glow like, yo, bro, he's not that fucking good, give me the controller. And Ryan goes in and ends up like giving Rhea like 20 and 20.
I fucked on Spence one of those games, but no, that don't matter. Regardless, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the good stuff. Yo, the coaching stuff was cool, man. I just think like the hardest part about all that shit, dude, like honestly, is like you go in and you have to like, you kind of have to understand how people like operate at a different level. And I went from like, I mean, y'all all been on championship level teams, like Raf, Malik, like even if you don't make it to that level, like you don't make it to that point, y'all's teams were like that good to make it essentially, right? So you know what it takes, the preparation, all this shit. I went from that, and I thought, especially like, I'll just talk about Glow for a minute, even though like I have nothing bad to say about Glow. I love him as a person, but like as somebody who I thought was gonna be a leader and do all this shit, that motherfucker don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. He just want to come in and just do the bare minimum and he used to piss me off so bad because he was our best player by far, like 6 skill wise. Kid's unbelievable, bro. When Glow gives a fuck, he's unbelievable. But like, bro, this kid would show up late. I'd argue with him for 10 minutes about how he shouldn't be late. And then we'd get in the game. I'd be like, "Glow, tell him what you see, when you're gonna slip." He goes, "Oh, he just fucking ass." So can he come off and shoot a wide open shot? He just sucks, bro. We're never gonna win. That's what he would say. And I'm like, bro, Glow, like I just need you to give a fuck for half a second. Like it'd be all right, bro. Like it's good. But he didn't want, we lost our like 3rd game. He's telling me he wants to go back to New York and all this shit. And I'm like, all right, bro. It's just like that was why it was terrible, bro. There's a lot of shit that like goes into it where it's like, you think it's gonna be something like you're like, oh, you have all these aspirations to be like, oh, I'm gonna game plan and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get them motivated. But like the reality is, bro, if they're not self-motivated, that shit don't matter, bro. Like y'all been, I've been teammates with guys that aren't self-motivated, but it's like, I don't know, it's tough because I feel like we had something good going for a little bit, and then when you have bad games to start, it's just tough. But yeah, dude, it was definitely a crazy time, bro. It was different for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Glow thing, Oh, go ahead. This start.
No, go, Malik. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I feel like when Ryan was coaching Glow, like he didn't really know how Glow operated. So when he seen it,
Nah, I didn't. Nah, I didn't.
like
Bro.
Glow on our team, bro. Obviously, it was like me, fourth voice, bro. Realistically, or like the third voice. Talked when he needed, and we was all right with that. So you got him. You thinking like, oh, this is gonna be my 1A, and he's not. That's not even Glow personality, bro. He'd be laid back, chilling the whole time. He won't say shit. That's kind of up not being on the Knicks too.
Follow said players were drinking on the job. Like, bro, what?
Unlucky. But yeah, no, that's how he ended up not being on the Knicks. Like it was like a whole big thing because he just was acting like we didn't know nothing that was going on during the season. That 1 week at the playoffs, we would just ask him like, bro, come into practice and talk and shit. And he would just come in and say nothing, like nothing, and then say we was on his nuts whenever we would say something to him. So that's how it happened.
Listen, man, we all listen. We could talk here for 5-6 hours on different stories, probably. So I know we have a cutoff time at 9, so I'm gonna wrap it up, chat. I don't want to keep these guys much longer. Listen, if you guys enjoyed this in the chat, let me know. I'll do like more episodes of this same type of topic. So like whether it's bringing these guys on more to talk about more stories or like recycling different players and everyone kind of giving like different stories that we have around the league. Like we'll do like an episode or a version 2 of this, version 3, and like so forth. Because I mean, dude, there's plenty of dudes that could come on here and give some crazy stories. So wanted to test it out with these guys though, because these are some of the closer friends I have in the league. So we'll look to build on this even more. So guys, I wanted to tell you all thank you first of all for coming on and being a part of it. Obviously I hope all is well. I know we all talk a good amount, so if you guys ever need anything or whatever, you obviously know you can reach out. But appreciate you guys coming on and spending the time. And then I'll reach out to you guys more about coming on again and doing some more stuff with me. Guys in the chat, if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys are following all these guys on social media. Obviously you got Raph, you got Crush Raph, Dayfri, Malik, streaming, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you guys are following these guys. Stay up to date with them. Stay on tune with them. You guys will be seeing a lot of stuff from them, and then I'll try to bring them on again as well as some new players to talk about this a little bit more. So, guys, appreciate it. I'll hit you guys up in a little bit after.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. DT, that's so capped. Like you don't credit dog shit before I got there. Literally dog shit. I changed the culture of Magic Gaming. I deserve that. I deserve a little bit of that credit. So yeah, chat again. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I thought it would be fun. Listen, we could talk for so long. I just don't want to keep too many people before that, or keep people with too much time. But if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. We'll do another version of this, maybe even Friday. I'll bring in 4 new 2K League players. We'll talk more. I've had ideas of like, do I bring on like my former team? Like, do we do like a Magic Gaming episode where it's like me, Reed, DT, something like that, right? So let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I will do more of these. Like I said, different versions of them, bring on different players, talking about other stories, kind of untold stories of the 2K League stuff that you guys want to hear about. So let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Let us know on Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the love. Make sure, again, if you guys haven't already signed up for the tournament, go sign up for my tournament. The tweet is in my pinned tweet. Go click the link. Go sign up. Early bird window ends on the 27th. So make sure to go get that done. Looking forward to that one. It's going to be a fun one. So again, guys, appreciate you guys. Much love as always. We will see you guys again Friday. I'll keep you guys up to date on what we're going to be doing on Friday. We'll probably do another version of this with 4 different players. But again, guys, much love. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.